Yo!
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Nice.
You're gonna stream it, right? Or
You want to stream it or do you want to stream it? I don't mind either. Or you want to get the in the
I'm
clock?
just saying, just like I'll record it for you
Oh,
anyways,
yeah, you
so that
mean
you can watch it.
yeah. I thought you meant stream on Discord, but you meant like stream on Twitch, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Perfect.
I'll be recording it for you anyways, just so that you can rewatch it, because it's just good to have it,
Hmm.
so you can
Yeah, sounds
watch and
good.
take notes later.
Yep.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, I can. Okay.
All right, perfect. I wanted to start with the loss,
Hmm.
the Orn game.
Yep, I know I made a ton of
Um,
mistakes this game. Ton.
yeah. I mean, there was this dive when he has bone
Ball
plating
placing,
up,
yeah,
and that's
I
one
knew that one
second. So
exactly. Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's just like unlucky.
yeah.
Um, I don't want to focus on like Trundle specific things too
Yeah.
much.
That makes sense.
I because I think like if you watch your own gameplay yourself, you're gonna realize like I shouldn't have used W there, I shouldn't have
Yeah,
pillar there, and
100%,
these
hundred
things.
percent.
You're gonna see these things yourself. I mainly want to give you a different perspective on the game, and I
Mhm.
think when you're playing Trundle, you're playing kind of unique style of the game. You have a lot of like good options in the game, right? Like you can
Yeah.
quickly break the base open. You team fight very differently than other champs, right?
Yeah.
So I want to give you some insight on this. So first couple things, like here, I like what you did here
Yeah.
when I saw this. Even if your plan is not to like stay here for too long, right?
Mhm.
He doesn't really know what your plan is, because if he
True.
sticks here, you're gonna solo kill him,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
So I really like doing this. And now, as soon as the patience drop,
Yeah.
you've already done your job,
Yeah.
and now you can return to lane without losing the melee XP, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is just something you can do every game as long as enemy top can't like turn around and kill you. Like let's
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
you do this against like an Olaf top lane,
Yeah. I think it's
then you're like fucked,
yeah.
you know?
I think when I do it against like, for let's say hypothetically speaking, there's an Olaf top, right? And let's say this wasn't a Karthus. I mean, because actually, yeah. Let's say this wasn't a Karthus. Let's say it was like a Sejuani. I think personally, I like just saying. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I would still do it because I think, I think creating like not tempo or like just giving space to my jungler, is more valuable than top lane. But you can correct me if I'm
Well,
wrong.
I
What do you think of
I,
that?
I think as long as you can lane, yes, but you're in that case you're gonna get so chunked you can't play.
Ah, true, yeah. But sometimes I
Um,
prefer to, like I'd actually take it like let's say Olaf moves here, right? I'd actually take a death here,
yeah, but it's
but
it's
it's
not
still
about
worth it, right?
the.
Or
There's no way that's worth you dying
okay.
here. It's not
I
worth.
got you. I got
Like
you.
it's not even how jungle works. Like your jungler is not gonna do anything with that. You
Especially
know,
yeah, because
like
Maokai as well. True.
yes,
Yep.
I
But
just like it here because even if Ornn comes, nothing bad happens to
nothing
you.
bad. Yeah, exactly.
And I think like that's what you mentioned there. It's just bad mindset. Like you're saying, I'm top lane. I don't mind losing for my team, but it's like, yes, you're top lane, but you're Trundle top lane.
True.
Like you are not really gonna do that much
Yep.
for the game if you're falling behind, right?
Yep.
Like you can only pillar once in a fight. It's so long cooldown, right?
Yeah.
So, and you're also playing like Hydra Bork most of the time, right?
Yeah. Most of the time.
And when you start for longsword, your goal is to rush into Tiamat ASAP, right?
Yeah. 100%.
I feel like 'cause, after I watched your stream, I played this some games myself, and I felt like the games where I get Tiamat on first buy, the game is free win.
Yeah. 100%. I
But
agree too.
but if I don't get there,
It's
it feels a bit
struggle. It
awkward.
feels very hard. Yeah.
Yes, and so this goes against that because if I now start to int my lane here, I don't get Tiamat on my base, or I fall behind, and then my champ feels really bad. But if I get Tiamat, even if I fall behind, I can always just clear waves and be fine.
Yeah. True.
You know?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I would never in my life here die unless it's like I 1v2 them and make them not do their buff or something.
But
Like
would you? Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on.
if you pull up and you just straight up die, you're just trolling. But
Yeah.
if you're fighting them 1v2 and you make him like not do his camp and stuff and then you eventually die, that's like okay at least.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Because one thing I
But
was
versus the
gonna.
Olaf Seju, I feel like you're dead insta when you
Yeah, I
enter.
agree actually. Yeah, now that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. But let's say my jungler was like a Nidalee or Graves starting on blue, right?
Yeah,
And
they
let's
would
say
benefit
then it
more
would
from
benefit
it,
more, right?
yes.
So would you like arguably would you say it's worth not necessarily
You
worth it,
can
but would
you
still
can
do
like
it?
fuck with them,
Yeah.
but it should result in you losing flash, not dying.
Okay, I see. Yeah, because the thing is, I do this quite often. Like I come across this situation a lot, and I end up dying but not flashing because I think my flash is more valuable. But it's better to just flash then, right?
I think if you can waste their time, make them not do their buff, and you flash out and get the free melee's top, you're kind of smurfing.
Okay, I see you. Yeah.
Because it's not easy for them to punish you being flashless when you've disrupted their clear.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll go to you on that one.
But it always have to result in you being able to lane afterwards.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you're 130 into the game. If you now die and don't get to farm anything top, your lane for the rest of the game is basically over.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think my mindset this game is because I think my mindset is definitely flawed, right? But I think because it's a tank matchup, right? Ornn, like Malphite, those type of champions, because they don't really have as much threat as like I don't know, like a Fiora, Darius, or whatever. I don't mind doing this, but again, if you're telling me it's wrong, then it's unfair.
I mean,
right?
they have Ornn Karthus, so I think you can just 1v2 them.
Yeah, easily.
That's why I love it this game. I think when you play stuff like Trundle, Fiora, Darius, Olaf, Warwick, these champs are really strong level 1, right? If you're against Karthus, who's very squishy with no mobility, and they have Ornn top, I don't mind doing this. But I just think your mindset for why you're doing it is bad. Like, you're doing it because you don't mind falling behind. I think that's terrible.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Like, if you look at any solo queue player, like, I've heard you talk very highly of Constanza, right?
Yeah.
He is not gonna, like, go into a game with the mindset of, oh, I'm gonna fall behind.
True. But is that
And
not
I don't
because
think
of-
this is... I don't think this is because he's playing talent and stuff. I think if you look at every solo queue player that gets to rank 1, they all think they're really good and they want to play for themselves. Look at Agarin. When he's playing Jarvan jungle,
True.
right? When he's playing Jarvan, he's going to play for himself and get himself ahead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you look at the Darius rank 1 players in fucking China and stuff, they always play for themselves and get themselves ahead. Any good player puts themselves above everyone else. My rule for this is, when I go into the game, I think I'm the best player on the team. But then if I start falling behind or something, I'm down to drop the ego and play for the team, you know?
Okay, I see you.
Or if I think I can't carry or anything. But in this game, you should, like, love this game. You can solo kill Karthus, you can carry versus Ornn, you can win side lane, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you should not go into the mindset of this game of being like, I'm down to just lose my game level 1. So again, I think in this game, this is very good to do because you can't get punished.
Yeah.
But I don't think, if you want to get to rank 1, I don't think it's a good mindset to be like, oh, I'm down to just grief my game from level 1.
Exactly. So I should play...
So if this ever makes your lane, like, really fucked, I wouldn't ever do it.
Yeah. I think I've definitely adapted to that because I used to fuck this up a lot, but then now I tend to play a bit more respectful. Like I think like if you encountered me like two months ago, maybe like last split or whatever, I'll probably just take this fight no matter what, even sacrifice my own thing. But then again, back then minion changes were like the minion damage was a lot less, so I had
it was less. But so now, the wave took longer to die and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then also, like, when you're forcing this play already, then longsword start is also a bit worse.
Yeah.
Like compared to
agree.
D-Blade.
Yeah.
But like I said, in this game, I think it's good. But we're not just coaching this game, right? You're going to play games in the future.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm telling you, like, the mindset for future games.
Yeah.
And I think what you mentioned with Maokai is very true. Like, you can't do this expecting your jungler will benefit when he's playing Maokai versus Karthus. Even with you delaying Karthus like this, Karthus will still clear faster than your Maokai.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not something you can, like, oh, well, I fucked myself. I hope my jungle punished. Like, bro, he's playing Maokai.
True.
So all of this was fine. I like how you're heavily trading. When you end up having push, even if here, let's say he doesn't become diveable because in hindsight his bone plating came up, you can always just take a base and run back to lane with W and home guards, right? So it's really chill.
Yeah, can I say one thing about it? Because this is a third wave, right? I've always heard about people talking about how resetting on third wave crash is bad because you lose the cannon. Because is it not?
Yeah, but that just depends on how it's bouncing.
Okay.
So like in this case here, you could do it, right?
Oh.
Like right now, instead of just dying, right?
Dying, that's my bad.
You would be chilling if you were to base. You can easily stay. His conditions are really bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if you end up in a case in the future where, let's say, you're against something with a lot of sustain, you know? And you can't hit the wave, because if Trundle can hit the wave, you have good sustain and passive, right?
100%.
But sometimes you can't hit the wave after blowing your pillar and like spells here.
Yeah.
Then it's okay to base here, and you're still chilling.
Okay.
I don't want you to feel forced to dive this guy now. You're already winning.
This was
right?
so grief by me. I should have expected the bone plating.
Yeah, but I mean, if he didn't have bomb plating, this would have been 1-for-1 and it's good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And you're
as well.
playing Trundle into orange, so trading 1-for-1, you will get to your items faster.
Yeah.
It's good.
So you would recommend 100% just take a reset here and just walk back?
Well, in the case that he doesn't have bone plating, I would also dive him.
Yeah,
With him having bone plating up, I would ask myself, can I lane? I think you can lane in this matchup, so I would just stay.
Yeah.
Like, you have good enough conditions here to keep laning, because he has no spells. So you don't have to base. I'm just saying there will be games where you have to base.
Yeah.
In this game here, since his bone plating is coming, I think now when he's giving these casters, they will all die to tower.
Yep.
You just hit this and build a new slow push.
Aha.
You'll get level 4 before him.
Yeah.
You'll heal with passive. Right? You'll heal with potion inside of W2.
Yep.
And you're just going to beat him.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, I see that. I see that.
You're just too tunneled. And I think
that's...
overall being tunneled is really bad.
Yep.
Because your champion has a lot of good things to look forward to. You spike really hard at Tiamat. Level 6, you spike really hard. Right?
Yep.
If you get grubs, you end up taking towers. Ravenous Hydra is insane. Bork is insane, right? Like these things. So... it's just bad that you're like, oh my god, I need to dive him, and you don't even think about his bone plating came up.
And plus he has biscuit ticking as well, and potion, so it's like, I don't think I ever kill him actually. But
yeah, so I think it's like much better way to play the game is just to be like, oh, I got all his spells and his flash. I use nothing.
Yeah.
So now I can just keep laning, and I basically have a guaranteed kill when 8-6.
Yeah. With another option
there's not much...
because obviously he's going to be under his tower. It's just take aggro and then let it slow push and then take a reset.
Well, I wouldn't base yet though, because I feel like basing for Tiamat here is good unless he TP's back.
Yeah. My only issue with it is because obviously he has biscuit and health potion, right? Let's say I didn't go for this dive, right? He's going to be more healthy than me, and he can actually kill me with his HP, you know?
30 seconds from here he will be, but right now if you're having tempo and stuff, you can for sure hit these, build your slow push.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. Yeah, I see that 100%.
Because you still have flash. You gotta keep that in mind. You still have flash. How can he kill you? If he ease into you, you flash to the side and just hit him. No?
Yeah, I agree.
Because like you're saying he has biscuit and stuff ticking. You are gonna be 400 plus health before he hits you again.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
And when he hits you, Ornn has very flashable combos.
Yeah, very.
Right? And then you just kill him, I feel like.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I see that.
But when we make mistakes like this, right, it's just important we realize, like, why did I do it, right? I feel like you were just so tunneled, you didn't realize all of the other things, and if you play with more options in your mind, this won't happen. Now, next thing I noticed that you do quite a bit, not just this game, but on your streams in general.
Yeah.
I think here, when you come back to lane, right, and he builds the slow push, we cannot take damage.
Yeah.
Why do you do this? Look. You do this so often.
Yeah, I do this so often. It's because I think I have a refillable potion, but I know I should never do this, right? Just let the wave push in, take 0 damage.
Yeah, watch now. You get completely stomped. And even worse, look Karthus. Hold on. He shows going top grab.
Yeah.
If I was Karthus here, you have no flash, and you take this trade, why doesn't Karthus come and dive you here?
Dive me, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Look, Karthus is going crab here.
Yeah, I see
it. Karthus can easily one-shot you here. Under tower. No reason not to. Ornn can just come here and hit the wave.
That makes sense, yeah. I don't know why I do this. I really don't know.
And even if let's say Karthus doesn't come and dive you, right? You just can't lane now.
Yeah. I agree.
Because you're just slowly gonna lose. And again, look your gold. I don't want to TP back yet. You know?
True,
it's not like, oh, he has no TP and I have TP, so I'm gonna chunk him and TP back. That's not even what's happening. If you did this, let's say 2 waves from now, I think it would be pretty good. You just TP back with Tiamat,
exactly,
and he has no TP, and then you're just making him lose health, and you lose health, and you TP back, and you're winning. That's fine. But you're not contesting him here.
Yeah.
You chose to keep your TP, which means you're choosing not to fight him. If you felt like you should fight him on this wave, you should just TP back here.
I see you, yeah.
But when you don't TP now, you're saying, oh, I don't want to fight him, which is fine. I think it's correct to keep TP here. There's no reason to TP back here. Wave is coming into me. I'm not going to fight him. If I TP back here, I don't have Tiamat. Like, I like you holding TP. But now, just hug XP of this one melee. That's the only creep you're going to lose here.
Yeah.
Try to hold the wave in front of your tower if you can. Depends on the matchup, right? Some champs might pull you in and fight you. Other champs might let you freeze. It all depends.
Yeah.
But you cannot take this.
Step up, okay, yeah. Honestly, I think
Obviously, it
I
could
didn't
involve
ex-
your E,
yeah, yeah.
but
I didn't expect to take this much damage, but I should understand this, right? I should
it's
expect
just
this
like
at this point.
no downside for him to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Because you can't trade with him. He has bone plating here, full health, and
Full
also
health,
sustains you
yeah.
right now, and level 4.
And he's double cloth as well, or one cloth.
Yes,
Yeah.
he has cloth.
And even
Yep.
here, I should never step up for these minions, right?
Well, now you should, but
Yeah,
you're
these
low, so you
ones.
can't.
Yeah, I see it.
Because usually what should happen here is you give a little bit here,
Hmm.
and it's like fine. You can also think about like using your pillar as well on the
Yep.
wave, but in this case you're behind your wave, so you can't, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But now you just give this, and if you're gonna lose health, it should be like now when you're
Yeah,
farming.
yeah. When I'm farming, exactly. Yeah, I see. I
If you
see
lose
it.
health to farm, it's okay. Then he loses mana, and maybe you can trade with him, and then we get to the point where we can TP back with Tiamat, and it's like playable.
Yeah, yeah. I see that. I don't know why I did that because usually, I mean, I say usually. I mean, you see my streams, but I
Yeah, well,
swear
I've seen
usually,
it multiple
yeah,
times. You
I do it so often,
on
but
bounces.
but when I'm thinking about like if I close my eyes and I can picture laning phase, I would never step up here in my mind. But when I'm actually playing the game, it's
but
so much
your
different.
mind and your action is two different things,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
it's very, very different.
It's very easy to say, I shouldn't do this, but then in game you go and oh
And
shit,
then I just
what
do
the
it.
fuck,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, yeah, I see it. I see it. But my lane isn't over from that level 1, right? Like it's definitely not.
Well, it's for sure playable.
Yeah,
It's not ideal what happened to the dive, but yeah,
yeah.
this is nice.
Would you? So I hit the Ornn, right? But I'm losing. I lost one melee
No,
for it.
but
Is it?
you have TP. I think
Oh,
it's good.
true, true, true. Yeah, yeah,
Because in my opinion, your goal right now, this guy has no flash.
yeah,
Your jungler's also coming, which you know already from here,
yeah,
right? Like your jungler's being really vocal about it.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. 100%.
So you're probably also thinking here, like you're pinging flash. So you're probably also thinking, like, yes, sure, it's good that you're thinking I'm losing melee for trading. That's a good
Yeah.
mindset to have, you know, because sometimes you deal very little damage and you
Exactly,
lose a
that's
lot of
what I'm
gold,
thinking.
and that's not worth, right? So it's good to think about. But I think in this case, with this guy having no flash, you know your jungler wants to gank, and you have TP. I think it's good.
Yeah, makes sense.
Your pillar is also really good. You also tried to body block him here too, right?
Yeah, yeah, but that guy's a bit too
Yeah.
too slimy.
Yeah. I mean, here I think if you just honestly stand here and click like this, I think
Yeah.
it's better.
I was actually
But
kind
yeah.
of scared of him Ian, but obviously if he E's me, then he's gonna take tower, right?
Yeah, I
But
think you're fine.
again, in my mind, I don't see a kill angle here. I know Maokai pings it like a ton.
Yeah, but it's not about him being killed.
Yeah, okay.
If he gets chunked here or something, it's already
It's
really
playable,
good for the game, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. Because all I'm looking for is my 200
But, like-
gold or 20 gold for it for Tiamat and then
Yes,
reset.
but isn't that really weird to say? And then you got
And then I
all
get
your
one
health
shot.
lost.
Yeah, very
earlier,
limited. Yeah,
right?
I agree. I don't even remember dying here. Actually, yeah, yeah, I see. I want to play for the shove so I can back off TP with Tiamat, but it's a counter wave, right? So, is there
Yeah,
a
it's
scenario?
not easy.
Yeah, is it
It's
where,
not easy to do.
Yeah, is there a scenario where I ask Maokai to just shove it, or is that way? Like,
I
is
think
that
it's
bad?
too bad.
Yeah, I
Just
think I
too
agree,
much
actually.
XP shared.
Yeah,
I think main thing to do here is when you pull this here and you want to farm,
yeah.
just don't touch this wave. Just let it come here.
Okay, yeah, yeah, true.
Look at Maokai's perspective. I mean, look at Ornn's perspective. He knows he has no flash.
Yeah.
He knows Maokai is around. He has an AFK jungler.
Yeah.
Right? He's playing with Karthus. Like, Karthus most of the time will not want to help Ornn here. Right?
Yeah.
So don't you think if you now just let the wave come back into you and you just play slowly,
Yes,
you're gonna have an easier time to farm?
Yeah, 100%.
Like-
I agree.
You're blocking the wave and farming it so far up. But if you just let this wave come into you here, of course you're still gonna end up slow pushing into him. But it would be easier to farm
Easier,
here
yeah.
and more dangerous for him to try to commit for a
Yeah.
kill on you. And he has to play with the mindset that Maokai could
Yeah.
just loop around and gank again.
Yeah, but plus
Yes?
there are more options if they play it towards me because I can just give out the minions TP back as well. But yeah, I see it.
Yes. But now you're like rage pushing it like this. You
Yeah.
don't have pillar up as well.
Yeah.
It's very like disrespectful way.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
play
I
this.
agree. I think even when I was playing this game, I saw this as well. I was like, I agree with this one. But at this point, I just have my Tiamat. I think I'm still chilling in this position. Also,
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
are.
Yeah,
That's the funny thing about your champion, but there is no benefit of your depth.
yeah,
That's the problem.
yeah, exactly. I
Right?
see that. I see
Like, I feel like a goal for Trundle with longsword refillable start should be to be 0-0 and get to Tiamat. there's no reason why this guy should have the extra gold.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I get it.
agree.
You're still fine.
Yeah.
You're still fine. Yes, I get that. But it would be much better to be around 50 CS, right? And have still the same item, and him having less gold from the no kills.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense. Yeah.
Like, dying is fine if these deaths turned into something. I don't mind dying. I think dying in League is actually good sometimes. Like, let's say you die to bait a gank and then your jungler gets double kill.
Yeah.
If you are still able to lane, that's good. The problem is your deaths are just feeding Ornn, right?
Yeah, yeah, I see that now, yeah.
And, like, even though, yes, your matchup is still good, it's still bad that he can get to, like, Tabis and Bramble, like, easier, right?
Yeah. It's basically I'm just giving him free gold for no reason. Like, it's just, like, it's mistakes that I shouldn't be making as well. I shouldn't be doing this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this
popular?
is
We don't have popular.
yeah. This is I don't think I should ever go for this proxy because he got the two kills on me for the XP, right? But that's just something I just avoided. Like, because I'm thinking, yo, no way this guy's gonna get.
But your
6,
pillar here is also really bad, no? Don't you think? Like, shouldn't you go closer?
I mean,
first.
Yeah, but I was
like, look here how you're running, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because when it goes both ways, the slow push thing.
Yeah.
Like, when he's slow pushing into you here, and he's stronger than you right now, he's full health, he has cloth. You know, you don't have any tempo stacks, he has bone plating up, you can't fight him, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So, it's, in my opinion, it goes both ways. I felt like when you come back here now, and you're pushing, and he contests you, why would you ever try to, like, space his brittle? Why wouldn't you just walk up and just smack him?
Yeah, I guess.
And then pillar, like, not on the bottom side of him,
but on, like,
but
the other side
in front to push him down here, no?
Yeah, I agree. I think my mindset at the time was pillar him and then look for a proxy because grubs are spawning about 40. If I can get into a proxy, like, space...
Yeah, but you need to realize, like, the thing about proxying, right? I feel like proxying is too meta these days. What I mean by that is, the Baus does it, everyone is proxying, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is, everyone knows kind of how to also play against proxying now, and you feel too safe proxying. Proxying is not something you should feel safe to do. It's not normal to run into their base, right?
Yeah, you're right. I do it
so like,
though, but...
the reason why you should proxy is either, one, you can't lane otherwise. Let's say you're playing Trundle in a really hard matchup, and you're down to go 0-10 to a perfect farm, right? By proxying. That's good. Okay.
Yeah,
but that's not the case. You win lane right now.
Yeah.
Yes? You're chilling. Okay. Second reason to proxy, you get the wave faster, which means you can move faster.
Yeah.
Right? That is the only reason to proxy, like right now. Yes?
Yeah.
But there's still a very important thing that you haven't considered. Am I allowed to proxy?
Yeah,
right?
That's
like,
one of the mistakes I make so often. Like, I just force it permanently because, again, like, I'm too used to just doing it and just taking a death for it. Even though I like now that you explain it, it's just
but if you look at this lane right now, take a look at the lane. Can this guy ever move to grubs?
Never, bro, never.
Does this guy have TP up?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I should never.
He has no TP.
Yeah.
This guy has no TP. He's out of mana after one combo.
Yep.
Right?
No flash either.
So it's like, yes, you want to proxy, but you have no idea where Karthus is right now.
Yeah.
You don't, like, you can't even do it because of this guy getting 6. And I feel, that's what I mean, like, you and everyone else are too comfortable to just run into their base.
Yeah,
like,
I see that.
When you're thinking about, should I proxy, you should really think about these things. What's his level? Like, can he just kill me? Like, can they come? Look at Zed. Look at your minimap right now.
Yeah, it's a big...
Zed could just push mid 2 and just come. And then you just give Zed a fucking kill.
Yeah.
Why is that worth the risk?
True.
When you can get pushed on the next wave anyways. And you're talking about grubs.
Yep.
Grubs up in 40. Wave is here.
Yep.
You can literally farm the wave as it's coming like this, and you still get on grubs on spawn.
That's what I'm thinking as well, now that I look at it, 100%.
Yes. And this is, when you TP back here, is what you should be thinking about.
I see that, yeah.
Because you're just like, coming here, rage pushing it, and then running into his tower, instead of just playing your lane.
Yeah.
On the next wave, he can't kill you anyways, as long as you stay healthy.
Yeah, I see that.
Instead, you just go here.
I just grief this.
Take power shots. Now you're fisted. Now,
He's
even
gonna get
if you
six.
were to, let's say this guy's autofilled. This guy isn't. I actually coached this guy like some months ago. But let's say this guy's like mega autofilled, and you mind control him to not fight you. Okay.
Yep.
You get this wave. You're then like this health, hitting grubs. Said WEQ, you're dead.
True. But
You know what I mean?
I'd be 6 after this wave and the next one, right? Because I wouldn't just take this wave and then go
Yeah,
to the grubs. I'd go
this
to the next
this
one,
wave
right?
and next one, yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're gonna go here into here or what?
I would go in between tier 2 and tier 3. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But then, yeah, you'd be 6. That's true. But Zed can still fuck with you, no? Or Carfus or anyone.
I agree,
And your
but-
Mako is like chilling.
Yeah, but
Mako is gonna go Grump
yeah,
next.
that's what I just realized now. I was literally just about to say that. I'm like, why did I do this?
Yes,
Actually, I was
but
expecting. Yeah.
you can't realize that now, because this is what I mean. You're too comfortable to run into their base.
Yeah.
These questions, you have all the time here. When you die here,
Mm-hmm.
this is what you should think about.
True, actually.
Right now, you already know you're gonna TP back. Your wave is bad, so you
Yeah,
already
yeah,
know you're gonna
100%.
TP back.
Yep.
So you gotta think, okay, I'm gonna TP back. What am I gonna do next? I'm gonna push. Okay, then what am I gonna do? Gonna hit the tower? Do I roam? Do I proxy?
Yep.
Just play your normal lane here, and you
Normal lane,
actually
yeah.
just win.
Okay, I see you. I see you.
There's no reason to proxy. This guy's no TP for a long time.
Yeah.
I think you just overcomplicate your game, you know?
I see that.
Because we both know if you get your spikes, you get to like confident
it's
and
unplayable for
comfortable
them, yeah.
positions in the game, you can carry, right?
Yeah, yeah, easily. Especially
But you
in
make
this
your game
matchup
so
too.
much harder for no fucking reason.
Yeah. So this is the
'Cause like I said,
tendency
there
have.
is reasons to proxy here,
Yeah.
but not in this game,
Scenario,
not in
yeah.
this game state.
Even
This
if
is like the
I,
absolute worst case to proxy.
yeah, yeah. Even if I were to go for the proxy, I should walk around. If like, let's say if I were to go for it, I should walk around, or do I won't make it. Actually,
I mean, you won't make it in this game.
Yeah, I won't make it in this game. Yeah.
Like normally you wouldn't have to TP. Normally you would be in lane. If you were like already in lane pushing, you had time to walk around.
Yeah.
In this case, you don't.
Yeah. I
And
felt like,
you also used pillar for the trade, which is like
Yeah.
another reason why proxying is bad,
Yep, yep.
right? Because you get a really good trade here, and I think this trade is worth way more than the proxy. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I agree. Because he's no TP, he's hostage in lane, just playing
Yes,
grubs on spot.
exactly.
Yeah. You're right.
But now this means you have no pillar, so walking past the tower is harder,
very
right?
hard. Yeah, very very hard.
Yeah. So it's just simple. Just don't proxy here. There's
yeah, I
too
got
many
you.
reasons not to proxy.
Yep.
But you and many others are just too comfortable to run into their base, and
Yeah.
that's like really bad.
I think it's my mindset on Trundle because you know how everyone flames me saying like they go on my OPGG, they see I've got like 18 deaths per game, and it's like I'm too comfortable justifying myself saying, it's just one more death, you know, it's just one more death. I could do it.
And this is what I always tell, like, talk to people about the bows, and even tell him, is that a good skill that you have is that you're willing to die.
Yes, yes.
A lot of people in this game, they're scared of dying.
Yep.
Okay, I think it's good you're willing to die. We just need to make sure that these deaths tell a good story.
Yeah.
That you can say, oh, my second death, yeah, that was when I died to get 3 ults used on me, and I got their flashes still, and then I could TP back and get his herald. That's like a good death.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Oh, my third death was me running into Ornn getting solo killed under his tower. He used a Q on me, right? Like,
Literally, yeah, I see it.
it's not really a good story to tell, right? So, I think, like, my goal is not to make you go 0 deaths every game.
Yeah,
I think you should want to scrap, you should want to die as Trundle sometimes. But you're too comfortable doing it, so you're just running it down, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I see this.
And so you're like sandbag training, you know? Like, you're just
Yes.
making it much harder to climb.
Yeah,
Because your games turn into, like, unnatural states where you have 35 CS at 6 minutes.
yep. It's interesting, actually, yeah. I think we were trading grubs and Drake anyway.
Yeah, but one thing I've been doing in my, like, Trundle games is just one-shotting one grub.
Yeah, I think I could have done that too, but Zed's hovering this side, and we know Carthage
Yeah,
will
but
grab. But
yes, but when you say people are hovering,
yeah,
you can still, like, Zed is a champion. If you see him on your screen, you can just run.
yeah, true, true.
Making him come is still good.
It's beneficial.
Like,
100%.
I'm not saying take the grubs, lock yourself in a pit and die to Zed.
Yeah, I can hug that.
I'm saying hit them with the Tiamat proc, drag them to here. If Zed comes, that means that Froggen should be able to push, maybe get a recall, maybe get a roam timer himself. Something good should happen if you make them respond to you.
I think in this position, I was scared of Carthus. I think he showed on
Yeah,
Mid, right?
10 health on mid. Yes,
Did
he showed 10 health
I
on
didn't
mid.
even
Look,
look at that, did I? Or did I
Froggen
see
is
it?
solo killing him. You did look at it. Look,
Oh shit! Then I'm just blind.
look.
Okay,
This guy's
yeah,
gonna kill you.
yeah. Then I could just go for the grubs. 100%
Yeah, of
just go for
course.
the grubs here.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
no, I
saying.
did.
Of course you can go for the grubs.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. What did I do instead? I go for the proxy and I die, right?
No, you sit AFK in their
Oh
jungle.
yeah. Actually, I was waiting for Carthus to go for the grubs, bro. Because I see Pike here as well. I'm thinking, yo, low key, is Carthus gonna go for it? But he just resets. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's like a bad way to play the game, especially in
Yeah.
high elo.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy saw you take the wave, and now he sees you missing.
Ah, true. I should start identifying like how the enemy perceives me. Because now that you said that, I never think about that, like ever. I don't ever think about how the enemy perceives me and like how the
Yeah,
map might look
like
on their side.
Karthus is 200 HP right now,
Yeah.
and he sees on his minimap, because again, you're playing in like higher level games. I recognize a lot of name tags in this game,
Yeah.
and he's 200 health, and he knows that you're missing. It's like really bad way to play the game, I think, making him not expect you.
Yeah.
If there's a reason why he shouldn't expect you, like let's say you were showing this health or something on top lane, right? Or maybe you're coming here from base or something.
Yeah.
I think cheesing him is good. Cheese
Okay.
works really well when it's like unexpected. This is like the most expected way to die ever.
Yeah,
Karthus
yeah.
showed on vision on mid. You showed on vision pushing top lane,
yeah.
and now you're missing with 100% health
Those three,
and 100%
yeah.
mana. So I think you just hit grub and you just kite it up here.
take it.
And
Yeah,
if you
yeah, I see
make the 200 HP Karthus stay on the map to smite away the grub,
The amount
that
has to
should
be a
give the
play.
team something.
Yeah. I see that. I see that.
Alternatively, you can also just do the crab. The point is just Trundle is a jungler. You actually take this individual camp so
Yeah,
fast,
yeah,
no?
I take it very fast. Yeah, especially with TMA.
Yes.
Like and my AD.
So I don't.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, so I felt like this push should give something, you know?
I see that. Yeah. So I just have to identify more opportunities, right? I think I'm thinking way too one-dimensionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that though. Carthus actually did
Yeah.
stay, but I think he was okay anyway.
Yeah, but he only came when you've left, you know?
Yeah. I see that. I see that.
Like, look, now he pulls up,
Yep.
right? So, like, he was probably there pinging that you're coming or something.
Do you not think?
Like, I'm pretty sure if you check the game replay there,
Yeah, they
probably you are getting spam pinged right now.
100%. Yeah. But one thing I will mention, obviously, Ornn has no ult, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know how long ago that was.
He just got 6, so
He used it early.
there's no way he
He used it here, didn't he?
used hair, that's true.
Okay, yeah. Because I was about to say, if I were to go, because I think my mindset at the time was that. My mind, I think I completely forgot about the fact that he used Ornn ult there. I thought he just killed me. So I was thinking, if I went for the grub, right? If they collapse on me with Ornn ult from top and from bottom side of the river, am I not just dead with no flash? Or would I just have to react
Yeah,
faster?
but he has no ult. But yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you mean.
exactly. But yeah, that's just I think that's just my own fault, I guess. But actually, nah, man, you're right. I was gonna
If
say
you take the grub here and you
and then just
pull
run
it here,
upwards. Yeah, exactly.
you just run.
Yeah, I thought
And
about
then
that.
the only counterplay Ornn has is to skip this wave, but then you just leave.
Exactly. But then Pike,
You know?
yeah. I just saw Pike there, and I thought, what if he just?
Yeah,
checks
but
it?
you need to realize, like, if you make an action and you don't commit to it, right? Like,
Yep.
you just hit this, and if you make Ornn drop, let's say, the wave, because this wave is pushing into you, right? So if he starts chasing you, and you just pillar his E, then aren't you just out?
Yeah, I agree. That makes sense.
And then you make this Pike, instead of going bot, getting XP for his 6 and stuff, you make him come, you're just fine. If you understand hitting this might trigger them to go for you, and you have an escape route, then it's fine. If you think you can't escape, like I said, if Ornn has ult in a different game, I think this play is dog shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I just have
But
to
he has
use
no-
all the information I have, and then make judgments off that. I'm a bit too not hindsighted, too fixated on individual plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see that. And I think, yeah, I mean, you'll see later on. I lost the game because I grieved because of my tunnel vision. But still not.
I mean, I think the game is already kind of rough, because, like,
is,
normally here, your lane would be a lot more chill because it wouldn't have so much gold.
I would be able to trade.
But he has a
more
lot
with
of
him.
armor right now.
Yeah, I would never.
Obviously,
trade
your
with him.
R is good for it, but he's not going to be squishy enough for you to one-shot him, no? Like, usually you need to, like, trim his health down a little bit, no?
Yeah, 100%.
So when he has a lot of armor like this, your Q poke and stuff does not
It's
really
nothing. It's
do
literally nothing.
anything.
Plus, there's bone plating, D
Yeah.
shield, whatever. Yeah, you're right.
So like
But
now the game is
yeah,
like suffering from your deaths earlier.
yeah, I see that.
Because like you might think, oh, but I'm farming everything. Yes, that's true.
Hmm.
But he is also farming everything and running past your tower, looking to invade Maokai.
Yeah, true.
So it's like
True.
very different. If I didn't int, right, we would be same like levels,
Same
like
levels.
both like level
Yeah,
7 probably, and this wouldn't be happening.
yeah. He'd probably just have like a chain.
So even though you're farming everything, your teammates are suffering the consequences of like you getting like fucked, right?
Yeah, I see that. And even now,
Nice.
he's just fucking me
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
The skin's pay to win, by the way. You know that pillar, it still shows there, but it's actually gone. But it's a good visual thing.
The house.
Yeah, the house just stays there.
Oh
On-
yeah,
on
that's
screen for
true.
him.
Yeah, because he's meant to break it here.
Yeah, I mean, it does break, but it's just still there.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
just
yeah.
acts like it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
so
yeah.
stupid, actually.
I don't know why Riot Games haven't fixed it yet, but I love the skin.
But it's
I think
only
I-
really useful versus Ornn, no?
Ornn, yeah, literally just Ornn. But
Okay.
would
Yeah.
you recommend me to stay here or just back off? Because I have ult, I think I can play on limits here, but I think it's so greedy still. Because if I die here, my game's even more fucked. But again, Karthus ult's first, so it's okay for me to stay. But
Your game is already fucked. I
it
think.
is, yeah, but I mean,
I think
Yeah,
if
yeah.
if you want here, right? Unironically, if you want to stay, then
I should
already here,
all
just
the way
flashing,
oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
just flashing already. If you're going to stay,
Yep.
or flashing this,
All flashing that exactly, yeah.
there's no point to now take this
Yeah.
and then say I'm gonna outplay now.
Yeah. The only thing I mean, he kills me here, doesn't he? Oh no, he doesn't. But I was thinking
But also,
because I can outplay it with
he-
my ult, right?
I don't know when you play versus Ornn.
Yeah.
This is what you should flash. Look, if you
This-
flash to the side here and just ult him and just hit him,
See, in my mind, I play
you wanted to take
buffer
turret
the
aggro or
ult.
what?
Yeah, I buffer the ult because plus I get the healing because I click W
Yeah, that's true,
plus
yeah.
ult and I think I can just survive it and then I
Yeah.
don't have to flash. But I think I agree.
I
Yeah,
mean-
I probably should flash it instantly just so I can just fight him. But does he? Wait, he doesn't take aggro, does he? Unless
Yeah, it doesn't take aggro. Then
Okay,
I think it's
yeah.
better what you do.
yeah, I see.
I think what you do is smart
But
with
this
the
is
R thing.
but this is too greedy though. Like if I don't
I
do
don't
this
think
fast
so, though,
enough,
'cause,
he just
like-
kills me. I feel like
Well, of course, but
Yeah.
look at the game you're playing.
true.
Look, how are you gonna win this game? Because everyone else is starting to like get fucked too right now, you know?
But do you
Because when
think
you-
as soon as I see the Karthus ult, I should just fuck off? Like, do you think that? Because I step up. A bit
I
too
mean,
much
I think you're right here. Like he has no heal cut, you know?
Yeah.
Like he invested fully in armor. If he has like heal cut, I think your
Oh, I
play
die.
is a bit worse.
yeah, 100%. I agree.
But he has no heal cut.
Yeah.
I think this is like, with how fucked your game is, this is really good. Like, he used ulti and flash,
Yeah.
use all of his spells. He has no kill threat on you anymore, and now you're healthy enough to like play the game.
Yeah.
So you're farming every bit of XP and gold in a matchup now where you were like fucked.
Yeah. I see that.
So I think this is happy. Like, yes, if you misplayed your ult, you would have died. But this is like
I
not
should-
something you can really misplay.
Yeah.
no?
I agree.
Like to me, the rule is always like, if I need to rely on like an outplay for it to succeed, it's just how difficult is the outplay. This is very easy.
True.
Like if you as a Trundle main can't ulti and Ornn Eing at you, you're really bad, right?
True. Yeah. I see that.
So like I like this play because the alternative is to just look here. The alternative is not farm this melee,
Yeah.
right?
This is so
and
greedy
just
for me.
give and never trade, never farm really. But is that an alternative that's gonna win me the game here when I'm already kind of fucked and my team on bot is doing really poorly? Because like I hate the idea of just play safe because I feel like in this type of game that's not gonna work. No?
Yeah, I agree.
My bot is losing and I'm losing. So I need to find ways to still get resources.
Exactly. Yeah, I see that.
And I think this play gives you a lot of resources. Because by making him use his flash and his ult, that in the long run will give you resources, right? because you can then farm and collect XP.
Yeah, I see that.
So yeah, I like this play, and I think when you're losing lane, making a champ like Ornn use ult as well should make topside fights easier, which might give your team some comeback
True.
time, right?
Yeah. I agree with that.
And in the long run, this kill turns out because of what you did too.
This bails me out of the shit.
Yes, and this is all built upon this thing. Because let's say Ornn decides to not die to Pantheon. Let's say he decides to run now.
Yeah.
Right? Then you would push and farm. Yes?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's win-win. That's what I'm saying. Like, because he could just leave. I'm not saying he has to die to Pantheon.
Yeah.
If he leaves and bases here, you will still farm this and push this.
And push
yes?
the next one, yep.
So then I'm happy.
True. I like that.
If he stays, he dies, then I'm even more happy. But I'm happy regardless. So I think as long as your intent here, as long as your intent with the trades is, I want to trade to make it easier for myself to farm, and if I can bait him to use spells, I can farm easier. As long as that's your intent, I think the play is good.
Yep, I see that as well.
That's all that has to go through your mind.
Yep, I agree.
Because now this really low key, like, just save the game.
Yeah, this is massive for me. Absolutely massive. Gets TP2. This
guy gives you kill as well, almost.
I think if I flash instantly, right, like, I get the auto tap.
Yeah, like if you insta-flash.
Yeah, but I'm like, I've got 0 reactions time, bro. Like, low-key, I did one of them human benchmarks, I got like 300 MS, bro. I'm like, low-key, like, regarded, feel me? But like, on the low-key, though.
I mean, you're playing Trundle, it's fine. Don't need to react too much. It's pillar.
But at this point, I think we could have killed this, but I feel like I misplayed this. I don't know what I did wrong here. Wait, was this the fight where Carthus was 1 HP?
I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I haven't watched this part yet.
Yeah, no worries.
But to me, you're a bit trolling, no?
Yeah, hugging this side of the wall.
Because when I look at the map here, and you TP back, and you have Hydra, you're chilling, right?
Yeah, I want to play for a proxy.
I also,
that's my mind. So.
Yeah, but why do you want to play for proxy here?
Because grubs are up in a minute. If I get a double proxy, then Ornn's going to be stuck on the tower, and then maybe if I bring Zed down and I get Carthus
look your map. Look your map here. Look what's happening. Let's go back. Here you're hitting a tower.
Yep.
And Karthus is chasing Kai'Sa.
Yep.
Shouldn't this give you intel that Karthus, a champion that wants to always farm his camps, shouldn't this let you know that he cleared like that now?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yes, but if you're thinking that, shouldn't he now come topside? Look, now we're 10-10 in the game, yes?
Yeah.
And we go back here.
Yep, he even shows walking towards Krugs as well. I think I even...
Now he goes bot lane.
Bot lane, yep.
At 920.
920, yep.
So why shouldn't he end up on topside?
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it, but in my mind, if I go for the proxy, right? I mean, it's a minute until grub, so yeah, maybe I'm griefing it hard. But I'd probably go for one proxy in between tier 2, tier 3, but then I wouldn't go for the next one until the next wave shows up, and then I'll go tier 3.
Yeah, and you are no flash Trundle versus Ornn.
Yeah, I see that.
You will just die.
Yeah. But
even if you don't die face checking this bush, you will die here.
Yeah.
They will just chase you.
Yeah, I see.
They also have a pike.
I'm just so gassed up because I have Ravenous Hydra, right? I'm thinking I'm so juiced up. I'm like fucking Captain America in this bitch. But like...
yeah, and your Pantheon support is showing here. Pike's ADC just died.
Yep.
So Pike is just going to come top for free.
Yeah, I should always... to be honest, I didn't even know Pike was gonna be top.
Yes, and this is the problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem. I should understand this.
Like, you need to stop thinking that proxy is the only thing you can do.
Yeah, I just love proxying, bro. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, of course. I do too. I don't think it's bad to want to proxy.
Yeah.
I think you are griefing the game here when enemy jungle has to be topside and enemy support is playing Pike, right? Yeah. Pike, Bard, this should be like pain to proxy against, no?
Yeah, true. You're right.
So, what else would Pike do now than to come top lane when his ADC just died?
Yeah, he's looking for a play on top. He's fishing.
Because like, sometimes you can flip these things, you know? Mm-hmm. But this is not a flip. Pike is never ever going to go bot here.
Yeah, he's going to be top, so I should just sit under my tower at this point because the wave is going to be...
Yeah,
you're right. 100%.
And just play the game normally. Like, you're chilling. Like, you're talking about this proxy thing as it's something you can only do here. You can proxy any wave.
Yeah, I can do it anytime, yeah. Especially with
So
Ravens,
why do you need to do it like now? For example, let's say Dragon ends up becoming the objective we play for, right? And you think, let's say, after Grubs, you think Karthus is gonna leave, and you decide to push and go proxy so that you can proxy this and group for Drake.
Yep.
That would be good because probably they're not gonna be here anymore, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But for the same reason why you want to proxy and go for Grubs, they are farming topside so they can go for Grubs.
Yeah, true. But no, there is no but. Yeah, you're right.
So like you face checking here, that's fine. You're not gonna die from that ever with your pillar. But my problem is if that doesn't happen, if Karthus doesn't come here now, right?
Yeah.
And you would keep going, or you end up even proxying, you would just die.
I would just die instantly, and the time's gonna be fucked, and I just lose the game off that. Yeah, I see that. Don't. Yeah, it's okay. I think I could have stepped forward, no? But I got way too scared. Right here. Get the ult off.
I mean, one more isolated Q though from him, you're like.
Yeah, I mean, I have bone placing.
10 health or dead. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But I thought, to be honest, I actually thought he hit another Q on me, but I guess I dodged it now that I look at it. But yeah, 100% I should step.
I mean, yeah, you could in hindsight, but
Yeah,
that's
100%.
always easy to say in
yeah, exactly.
replay.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think even here, you shouldn't be like too sad about this outcome either. Because if you skip ahead of time now, like if you get to hit this wave for
Back
just
to full
5
HP,
seconds,
yeah.
you're full health, Karthus is fucked,
Yeah.
and you can chase this recall later.
Yeah, true. Plus, or no ults, we play for grubs.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Do we end up
Like
giving
here, I
them?
think
No clue.
you and Maokai, you should be very vocal about trying to cancel Karthus. Because that's the advantage you like got here.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
fight, if Karthus just gets to base, it's not that big of a win, this fight, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you used ult and Maokai used ult too.
Yeah.
You know? The main advantage is if Karthus has to kind of stay here, I feel like. Because then he's forced to die with his passive. And if Karthus is like forced to die, it's really easy to play versus him.
Yeah.
Because you just like kill him and run, right? Obviously, you can't walk up here alone. But it's a bit weird that Maokai just bases, I think.
Did he? Oh yeah, no, it is a little bit weird, but
Nice.
yeah.
You see how strong your champ is here?
Yeah, very, very strong.
Yes,
Once
so
I
then
get
why do you need to
Ravenous-
enter early game? I don't get it.
Yeah, no clue, bro. I don't know, bro.
That's what you need to tell yourself.
Yeah, I've
The
got to think
champ
about
is
it
so
more.
strong. Just have the game be like normal.
Do you know what it is? I realized it, right? The reason why I grief so much early game is because I know not shit like this happens, but I just know that once I get Ravenous, I can play the game. So I don't punish myself for making these shit plays, if that makes sense. I'm never like punishing myself or being like, oh, I need to change this, because it always, like, as corny as it sounds, it always kind of works out, if that makes sense. So, but I've got
but I think you should think about it the other way around.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you can carry and be so strong, if you make your games more stable in early, you'll have a better game to play.
Yep.
And also, it's just your team's like mental too. When your bot lane is losing and they see that you're under tower 0-3,
yeah, against an Ornn too.
they're like, this game's fucking over, go FF. You know?
Yeah.
But like here, this part I don't get, because you rush these scrubs, right? But this guy's 10 health, yes?
Yep.
And next wave is coming. Why do I have to hit grubs now? Why can't I collect next wave and then go grubs? Why is this something that's only I need to do right now?
I thought it's because obviously Karthus. I thought Karthus reset. Obviously he farmed camps, right? And I thought he was gonna run back. I thought he was gonna instant reset and then run straight to grubs. But so yeah, I mean, I just really like prioritized these grubs, especially because we gave up the first ones. And let's say I went to the wave, right? And in my head, I'm thinking Karthus has already taken a reset and he's walking towards the grubs. So I thought...
Yeah, it's just that Ornn is not a champion, right?
Yeah.
He has no ult and he's 10 health.
Yeah. But then also...
So to me, it's like, if you look your mid has TP here, I believe.
I think so too. But I'm also...
So it's like...
Yeah.
I don't get why you can't just push this and then Anivia just TPs.
And then TPs, yeah, I guess so, yeah. But is there really
Because, like,
a downside to this? Or is it more the fact that I could have just done...
Well, you lose top wave.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Could have been more
You give
efficient.
Ornn a base and you lose top wave.
Yeah.
Like you said, they got the first free. Yes?
Yep.
So if you're this Ornn, right? You're this fucking homeless, right?
Yep.
Look. If you can trade these grubs to get a free recall, aren't you like happy as Ornn? Because then it's free for free grubs.
3 for 3, exactly, yeah, and he gets a free reset, so his lane's easier to play. Makes sense.
Yes. But if you just shadow down, this is good.
Yeah.
There's no point to stand here now and dance
Stand
while
here,
waiting
yeah,
for
yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly.
It's good to shadow down. I like that.
Yeah.
Just move down. Maybe, maybe there's a pick, maybe there's not, right?
Yeah.
You can also, like, start tagging them if you want for Maokai. But the end goal should be to get this wave. I don't know why you're rushed.
Yeah.
Because if you get this wave, Anivia's gonna come. It doesn't matter the Karthus thing you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Ornn is not in the equation. Yes?
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah, they might have the Karthus. They might have the Pike. They might even have Zed coming.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have Trundle, Pantheon, Maokai, and Anivia.
Yeah. But what about the Drake? Because maybe I'm a bit greedy with this, or maybe if I go for grubs, or no, go for grubs, because Maokai can't really do them as fast as, like, I don't know, a Karthus or whatever.
Well, it takes you literally like 10 seconds to one-shot the wave, and then run here 5 seconds.
True, yeah, I guess so.
I think it's fine. And you're talking about Maokai, but Maokai doesn't actually have to hit them the entire time.
Yeah, yeah.
He can do like 2, and then you do the last one, and he can still go to Dragon.
Yeah,
the
that
Dragon
makes sense.
is not really something you should think about. That's up to him.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Because you also don't want to rush these, hoping he's going to do Drake, and then he decides to just not do Drake, and then you lost wave for no reason.
I see that, yeah, I see that.
If he wants to rush to Dragon, that's up to him, and you can just finish the grubs.
Yeah.
Because when Maokai and Pantheon are here, running to Drake, Karthus is not going to come and walk up and take the grub.
Yeah, 100%.
Because then Maokai turns and kills. You know?
Yeah, yeah. But so would you say, is this something that happens... is this something that I should do in this situation or every situation? Let's say this is...
I think unless you're on a timer, you should always get the next wave.
Okay, okay.
So let's say enemy Zed is like 5-0 right now,
Yeah.
and he's dead with TP up.
Yeah.
Then you do that
Then
right
you do the
now.
grubs, yeah,
because
exactly,
if you
yeah.
don't do it, he's gonna come and fist everyone, right?
So I realize I tend to do this, like, basically every single game. I always would rather take grubs.
Yes, I do agree.
Yeah.
Free grubs, one wave.
Yep.
I agree with that. Free grubs is better than one wave.
Yep.
Especially as fucking Trundle Top.
Yeah.
That is not my problem. My problem is I don't see why
Why? Yeah.
I need to lose the wave. Because my Anivia is TPing back, strong as fuck. My whole team is here, and Ornn is useless. So
Yeah.
why I can't take another wave, I don't get.
Yeah, okay, I see that. Even now, I can go for the wave, right? Like, even now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now Pantheon died, so that's why I would rather just hover down, grab the wave ASAP so I can come ASAP.
Calm down, yeah, exactly.
Because if you start running here and then back up and back down,
back down, yeah.
you spend a lot of time
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Also, I think as soon as I see Karthus didn't take a reset, then I should just leave, go back top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just like so awkward now, and I think best is, like I said, you just do this.
Yeah.
And then now you ping Pantheon careful one time and you just go next wave.
I see that.
Because our main advantage is Anivia here.
Yeah.
And she's not even here yet.
She's TPing, yeah.
So we're kind of trolling.
Yeah, I see you, I see you. And then Zed gets a triple now, but...
Yeah,
I
but
see
you
that,
see,
yeah.
like,
If I
you're
don't-
in the pit doing grub, and now Anivia comes.
Yeah, I see you. 100%. At this point, I think he has Bramble, so I'm just trying not to, like...
Yeah, you're just hitting this so you don't get heal cut. I like it.
Yeah. And then I go for my proxy
If you look... No, but this proxy is very different.
Yeah.
If you look at the map here, look what happened right here.
Yeah,
You
everyone's
know
boss.
Pike is
Yeah.
bot. Karthus cannot just kill you.
Yeah.
Like, some junglers can, Karthus cannot.
Yeah, 100% not.
This is like actual good proxy.
Yeah. I think the issue is Zed.
Now
comes
it's just
out.
about what can I do with this time.
Yeah.
You know? That's what this comes down to. Like here, even if you end up dying, you spend so much time from them. He's
Loses
losing wave.
Yeah.
This is not bad. This is like fine outcome.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that.
But do you think I'm like again, this is hypothetical, but do you think I'm greeting the pathing there and I should just accept I'm going to be dead and just run downwards to waste more time? Or do you think I should,
I mean, I think when you're clicking in like this and Zed is missing,
Yeah.
putting yourself here is best.
Yeah, I see that as well, because The wave's gonna
Then
come
you
up.
can Hydra heal, and
Yeah.
even if you die, if you clear this, you delay them doing this.
Yeah. I see that now. I just don't. I mean, I kind of thought I could hit the plant and get out. Like here.
Yeah,
This
but
block,
like, why
the
do you
dog
even really want to get out here?
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
look.
the reason why is because death times are hella long now, like level 10.
Yeah,
Right?
but that's what I'm
So,
saying. If you get the wave, then it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't think I
This
just.
death
Yeah.
timer only matters if they have a wave
If
to
they
hit your
have coming,
tower with.
exactly. Yeah, I see that. I should
When you
just-
go here, it should be because you want to roam to Drake.
Yeah.
That is why you go here. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But now you need to realize, if Ornn starts to chase you, he's going to lose this wave. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go here, then either Ornn takes this wave. If it does, you take this wave and then you base.
Yeah.
When you get this wave, you can literally just group.
I can do anything, yeah.
You can just run around and pillar some guy. You can roam to mid. You can even roam to bot and recall and still go back up to top. You can do many things.
Yeah.
Yes? And if you get ganked on this wave, you always take the wave down with you. And it's a free death, basically, because you don't lose any CS and they don't get top turret.
Yep.
But this I don't like, because this is like, yeah, they chase you, but you're not really gaining anything. Because you see this wave, you could just be taking that wave down with you, right?
Yeah.
Like here, you moved your camera and you're looking at the wave that he's losing.
Yeah.
But if you
But
died
if
here,
then it would be.
he
even
would
better
also
for
lose
me.
this wave, and you would have
Exactly.
gotten the next wave.
Yeah. Was the next wave? I don't know. It probably was a cannon. Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. So yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
but
could
even if it
easily-
is, you often here with ult, you can still kill the cannon.
Yeah.
you know?
I would just trade ult for cannon wave. Yeah, it's worth
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Because like when you proxy, it's like you want to buy time, but you also want to generate time.
Yeah.
And killing this wave generates time.
Bounce would 100% go for the next wave. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm gonna learn. I got you. I even taxed my.
I think
my
you just need
minions.
to realize here, said push this wave. When you see that, you need to realize, okay, this is an angle to go for the next wave.
Next wave. Yep. I think I've got to pay attention to spawn timers because like at the moment, if I look at this map, there's no minion wave, and Loki, I don't know when the minion spawns. Like Loki, I don't.
Yeah.
Like so in
Okay.
my eyes, I'm thinking maybe I just go fuck off and just leave, you know. But as soon as I see the minion spawn, maybe I should. But that being said, what actually
Well, I
are
mean,
the minion timers?
every time, a good way to kind of think about it is,
Yeah.
every time that this wave meets in the middle, like this
Yeah.
this is a normal, like, straight off
Standard.
the base wave, right?
Yeah.
Then you can always do what I'm saying,
Okay.
you know?
Yep. But
Like, it's not a delayed wave or something. It's a
Yeah,
fresh
yeah.
wave.
But do you know when minion waves spawn?
Like, the timer, you mean? Like, how often?
Yeah.
Every 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was every 30 seconds. But why is it spawning at 14:05, bro? I swear it spawns like 14:30. Like, why is it not in like intervals? Or am I tweaking?
That's because it spawns at, like, 105, doesn't it?
Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why it spawns at 14:05. I'm just
Yeah.
yeah, I got you. Because the thing is,
Because now you lost your tower and you lost
Yeah.
wave, which is because you didn't take that wave. The wave that he's using now is the wave I wanted you to proxy.
Yeah. But in my eyes, I don't think this is even like okay. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but in my eyes, I don't think it's that bad because I get 2 ults, right? 3 ults.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with your thing, you know?
Yeah. I
Those 2
guess.
ults, if you were here,
They would still use
they
it,
would
right?
have to ult
They
to
would still
kill you,
use it. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. But that's just an issue with me.
That's
because
why I like that
yeah.
proxy,
Mhm.
because you would get a lot of resources for it, they would have to use a lot,
Yep.
and they would have to use a lot of time. That was a good proxy. The other
Yeah, I
proxies are
see it.
dog shit because you can't even proxy. Like
Yeah,
Pike would just come and
yeah.
hook you here and you would die
Kill
and
me,
shit.
Yeah, even Carthus on the next one, they could have killed me if
Yes.
I went for it. Yep.
But this proxy was good. You just have to go for the next wave because this is now not good.
Yeah.
Because now you're losing farm,
They get
right?
the
Like
tower as well.
if you
Yeah.
compare to proxying there compared to just laning, you literally lost farm by proxying.
True.
You know?
Yeah. I see that.
But if this wave he's hitting with, if you got that wave, it would have been a good
Would have
proxy.
been insane. Yeah.
So I like the
that's
idea. The execution was just bad there.
Yeah, I see you. And here I just got bailed out because they all just overgrouped.
It's good punish by you, know.
Yeah.
One thing I want you to consider in these cases
Mhm.
is enemy, like, who is gonna come and defend,
Yeah.
right? So when you see Zed is fighting,
Yeah.
Ornn is gonna come top, right?
Yeah. 100%. I know that.
So if Zed is dead or really low, sometimes you can do a switcheroo and TP bot here.
But do you not think that Mikasa gets it anyway?
No, but there's tier 2.
Oh shit! Yeah, I
Kai'Sa's
thought
not
the
gonna
tier
get
one
tier
was
2.
there. I thought the tier one was there. Yeah.
No,
My bad,
it's
yeah.
tier 2.
Yeah. Okay,
So
that makes
often here
sense.
you can TP bot and push it with Kai'Sa.
But would I
because
TP
Ornn is
yeah.
gonna be somewhere like here,
Yeah.
right? So he's like really fucked, right? Because then he has to either
TP,
drop this wave and go bot, but then he's running so long, or he just stays top. So instead of being like locked cam hitting this, I want you to kind of look at like Zed, like what's happening, because he's the one that would respond to bot, right?
Yeah. But I don't know if Ornn has TP or not. I think.
Yeah, but if you make Ornn TP as Trundle, that's massive.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Because
true,
like
true,
Ornn
yeah,
wants
yeah,
to group and
Wants a
team
group,
fight,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So if you TP and he matches, you should be so fucking happy. You just push the wave and just fuck off.
Yeah. I see that.
That's like a big start of something good, you know, when you play split pusher and you make enemy malfight or use their TP.
Yeah. So would you recommend me
Then
to
he's
TP?
jailed to play versus you.
Would you recommend me to TP now or when the wave's closer?
Well, I have no idea what it said, conditions, anything.
Oh, I mean,
So I don't know.
I'm
just saying.
I think
I don't know, we'll see. But my point is just when you push on one lane and you know Ornn is going to respond, it's very good macro to just TP to the other side.
Okay.
So when Kai'Sa is delivering the wave for you here, right?
Yeah.
She's pushing. Often when you TP her, you can just hit this with her.
Yeah.
But I don't know these guys' health. I don't know if they can just come and defend. Because if they can just go here and defend and you and Kai'Sa can't kill them, then it's fucking useless to TP.
Yeah. I agree.
But I'm just teaching you this concept because these situations will happen
100%.
in your games.
Yeah.
Because you see, you're just locked camera defaulting to hitting this.
Yeah.
So now you only have one play.
Yeah.
But if you know about this concept that you can TP mid and go here, or you can TP here and go here, then you get more options, and that's how you improve in League. It's just you have
more
like
options,
larger like arsenal of options and plays, right?
I see that. Even now.
Because like you need to use this fight. Like even though your team dies, right?
Yeah.
There's still things to use. Enemy might be low. They might not have cooldowns. So I really don't like this fight. You have no idea.
Yeah.
You don't know spells, nothing.
Yeah, I see you.
Like, do you never F key?
Nah, I like to click on the map instead.
Yeah, well, what does that mean? You like to click on the map?
Yeah. Like I
What does that mean?
I panel, like, you know, on the minimap. You know the minimap?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh,
but like,
yeah,
what do you mean you like to do that?
Well, because the F keys are so weird, you know? Like, I can't click them.
Okay.
Like, I have to...
But that you can just rebind them.
Should I? Yeah, okay, so
You're playing Trundle. You're playing to split push and break open base, right?
Yeah.
Breaking open bases, you need to have info.
Yeah.
Of people's ultis, their health, if they can match you or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I tend to do it.
I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, go for it. Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna show you a clip.
Yeah, but the thing is, for me personally, with F keys, I don't gain as much information. I mean, I can't process the information fast as clicking it on the map. If that makes sense.
You will.
Yeah,
it takes just practice.
It takes time. Okay, I got you.
You just need to practice.
I gotta do the fake attack then. Just spam F keys.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Like I do both. I click on map and F key. If you look here, I'm playing Karma support, right? And I'm fighting this guy. And there's a fight happening here. And I'm curious now if my team is coming to me or if they're fighting and like what's being used. I'm still focused on my fight. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm like looking at Vi, looking what they're using, if they're even coming. I now know I'm 1v1. I can't in this fight fucking click on my map.
Yeah. True. See, that's why I can't vision too much, because I can't click on the map while I'm fighting.
Yes.
So that's why F keys are OP. But also, do you not have the issue with F keying on the wrong person? Like, how do you know F1? What's that? Is that the first player? Was that the jungler?
Well, F1 is you. F2 is jungle for me, because I put jungle on top of tab.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I see you.
I guess F2 would be jungle for you as well, because you're top lane.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, that makes
Not sure.
sense.
I mean, you're gonna figure that out within 5 games.
Exactly.
But saying that F keys are weird placement is just cope, because you can just rebind.
True.
You can literally put it wherever you want. And also, you don't necessarily even need to use all of the F keys. I think support and jungle is like most important, in my opinion.
Okay.
But it's something you should slowly implement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I see you.
But the clicking on the map is not bad, because to F key, you need to have a champion to F key to, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I do both.
That makes
You
sense.
know,
Yeah,
because
yeah. I
sometimes you
see.
want to look at the enemy. You can't F key to enemy.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I usually click on the map, like that.
Yeah,
But then,
yeah.
yeah,
And just do both.
just do both exactly. I got you. I got you. Yeah, yeah.
Because here, this guy is fucking TPing in, and you're hitting this tower, bro. You don't
Yeah.
need to look at this.
Yeah, no, no.
Like,
But
look, now you're clicking to next wave. Look,
Yeah,
look.
yeah, yeah,
You're clicking to next wave.
yeah.
Why do you need to see this?
True, true. But the thing is, like, if I'm actually looking at the minimap, by the way, but I'm just not seeing that.
Yes, but that doesn't tell
Yeah.
me if I can fucking TP to bot lane and hit the tower.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
yeah, I see you. Yeah. But
I know you're looking at the minimap. I know you know Zed is here.
Yeah, I know Zed's there. I know there's a fight going on, but I don't know the health bars.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm saying if you know they're all 10 health and they need to base here, then you could fucking TP bot and end the game.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Because here, all I know is my team is dead. But that is not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because if my team is dead and enemy team is so low, then I can just pressure still.
This is just a bad habit by me, 100%.
Like now you're
I
just
always
making
do
the
this.
easiest decision, which is to hit this that's in front of you.
Yeah.
And that's like a fine default.
Yeah.
But good players have multiple plays in mind, and then they pick the best one. Here, you always only have this play because you're not even
I'm not
aware
looking
of
at it.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want you to TP into the fight. I think that's bad because
Yeah,
the new
100%.
TP, the
I'm
new
never
TP is
TPing
so
in a
slow.
jungle. Yeah.
But you can still TP to pressure.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. I think at this point it was just AFK farming for the next like 20 minutes or whatever. Do you think I should deny him from the wave? Obviously he's not taking it, but
I mean, I think after you ult
Yeah.
here, Neme is kind of bad at Zed, to be honest, when I look at this.
yeah.
When Zed does WEQ
Yeah.
and his shadow is here,
Yeah.
if he ults you, you always fight him, okay? Because this shadow is irrelevant.
Yeah.
When he ults, you know it's gonna come here.
Yeah.
Yes?
I was trying to play to dodge triple Q, but then I realized
Yeah, but
it doesn't do
there
any damage,
isn't-
bro.
There isn't triple Q in this wave. Look,
Oh,
just click to
there's
him and
only-
fight him.
Yeah, yeah. And then I
This
had pillars
one
attached
is
to the next one.
irrelevant. This one is irrelevant. You click here, if his Qs hit, they will hit the creeps too.
True, true, yeah.
So if you just fight him here,
yeah.
he's just stomped.
Yeah. I'm just to be honest, I don't know ZW cooldown, and now apparently it gets reduced by every time it gets.
Yeah, by his E.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
If he hits you with E and like both like him and the shadow, then
Yeah. Because
like here he's just useless. See, you still stomped him, but you hesitated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, he is trolling here.
I thought he does more damage though. Like his two items, Cleaver, Eclipse.
Yeah, but his Q deals less damage if it hits creeps.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So he does here his WEQ. If now you just run into the wave, he can only hit shurikens with this or this.
Oh, that one, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you just run into the wave and you just stomp him. And also it's a TP Zed. It's not Ignite Zed.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, true,
So
true.
no heal cut.
Shouldn't even be scared of this guy. Yeah,
It's
I see
really
that, yeah.
important you're confident when you play in high elo. Because
Yeah.
people will do stuff like that and just kind of ego you.
Yeah.
And there you were a bit scared
Yeah, yeah.
and he got away with it. But if you were confident in your knowledge that you win that fight, then he would be the one that's fucked.
Yeah. But yeah,
It was still a
100%,
good
yeah.
outcome, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that should be a kill,
Yeah.
I feel like.
I just feel like because I'm playing Trundle, it's a shit champ in high elo, objectively, and it's like I don't know. I guess obviously I'm scared, but like I shouldn't be scared. I don't know why I'm just scared of these players. You feel me? I'm getting a bit nervous. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I'll probably like yeah, you're right.
I mean, the more time you play and the higher you get, the more confident
Yeah, exactly.
you will get.
Because this was my
Um,
first like games on the main account in a while, like in about a week or two, so I didn't know how
Yeah.
well I was gonna perform.
I think just when you're playing Trundle, you will end up in a lot of like 1v1 duels, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Just have to have
you need to
confidence.
have the fights kind of planned out in your mind before they happen. And anytime you fight Zed inside of a wave and he can't triple shuriken you because like his W shadow was really bad, right?
Yeah.
Because he W'd into you, right? Then you could have just ran away and kited him
Kite him, yeah, exactly.
instead of like running away and not hitting him.
I think this is round 2 as well.
Like he
Yeah.
he can't play. When he fights you here, like, look, you just hit the wave.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why I don't just insta chase him. Again, I think this me chasing. Do you think me chasing is bad here? I get the
I
wave.
mean, I think when you have the wave, you should play wave.
Yeah.
I think Zed being behind you here is irrelevant when you have this wave.
Yeah. I just thought if my team just goes to the Zed, is this not a free kill if they just turn away? Obviously, they waste time. He wastes time.
I think it's a
but...
complete waste of time. I think
Okay,
you
yeah.
always run forward here and you look to take a fight here.
Yeah, because I have an angle. Yeah.
Yes.
I got you. I see
You
that.
should make this a
Instantly.
5v4.
Yeah, instantly I should do that.
Because, like, your team should always fight here. But now you're making it a 4v4.
Yeah, because I'm chasing this punk.
There's a 400 health Zed right now with no ulti
No
behind
ults.
your team.
Yeah,
So just click forward.
I got you.
And then Maokai can force a fight and you get a 5v4.
I think I just tunnel vision again.
And if you click forward here and the fight happens and you think the fight is dog shit,
Just
you
take
can
the
get
city.
towers.
Yeah. That's what I usually do, to be honest.
Yeah, but that's better than fucking chasing Zed, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm way too tunnel vision onto this. Like, that's the main issue I have when I play Trundle. It's because obviously I'm not a mechanically gifted player, right? So I tend to tunnel
don't
vision
need
too
mechanics,
much on individual fights. And you'll see even sometimes when I tunnel vision onto fights, I don't even look at the map, so I just get caught out of nowhere. But that's a habit I don't know. Like, and do you have any advice for that? Like, how should I break out of that habit?
I mean, I
Tunnel
think
visioning.
here it's just game sense problem.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
the order of priority should always be to use this instead of killing him.
Yeah.
Killing him isn't actually relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you kill him here and you chase him for a long time and kill him, this wave is gone.
Yeah. We can't make
But
it
if you
into
click
the base.
forward with this wave, then we have two options. One, team fight, or two, towers.
Yep.
Because your team can just force a fight here while these guys try to rotate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just game sense.
Yeah, I got you. So every time like a situation like this occurs again, just go with the wave, just walk the wave. Like, I really don't.
Yeah, unless this is like a mage or something that you can just kill instantly.
Yeah, man, this looks so it looks so obvious to me now, but I don't know why I don't do it in game. You know, it's super weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I get you for sure.
I mean, that's a good sign though. Like, the first step of improvement, right, is realization and like recognizing these things. So like it's starting to click in your brain, right?
Yeah.
That's like step one. And then you just need to see it in game and see it more and more. And if you frequently review your matches, like even just watching like just 5 minutes of the game, just like key moments in mid game,
Yeah.
you will see these situations more. And instead of thinking, how could I kill Zed? Think also about what can this mean.
Yeah, because the thing is, I do sometimes review my own games, but never mid to late game, unless it's like a massive mistake. I tend to do laning phase only, because that's where I make the most mistakes. But yeah, you're right. I should be reviewing these, like even things like this. 100%, I should be.
Yeah, like this should always turn into a 5v4 or your team 4v4ing and you rage splitting.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
instead it's you chasing Zed,
Me chasing him, yeah.
which is so irrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to watch the GP one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
1 sec.
Damn, ad blocker, I see you. To be fair, I need a new one, bro. Which one do you use?
Don't even know.
I have what's it? Not Opera GX. Ad blocker Deluxe or some shit. I don't know, bro. But
It's just my browser, I think. Yeah, I use
okay,
Brave
Brave is
browser, so
OP,
it's like, yeah.
yeah, fair enough. That makes sense, bro. You know what this happened? Like,
Okay.
I played a game before. It was against a Malphite. They did the same shit.
I mean, do you always cheese level 1 in bushes or what?
Yeah, but this is my first like game on main account in like genuinely 2 weeks, bro. So I don't expect them to do this to me. Like,
But
you know, this is the
there's
first
a lot
time
of
I've ever done
there's
that.
a lot of one tricks that have like certain habits,
Yeah.
and then when people just see your name tag, they're just
They
gonna
just
start
do
doing
it,
this to
yeah.
you.
This is the second game in a row they did this to me, by the way. The game before was against Malphite, but it's my bad. Should never do this. But because I don't want to give him bush control.
You don't want to give barrels in bush.
Yeah.
I know. But then if you don't want to do that, on the same way, you have a Nautilus too, so you could just think, if you think you win, like 5-5-1, which honestly I think is not easy with the Brom enemy have, but in general, if you want to do this, it's okay to have your whole team go here, because your team can just base. The moment you get in here at like 40 seconds, your team can just fuck off and go
anywhere,
play their game, right? That's a better way to do it.
But
I think I really hate doing level 1 things solo,
Yeah.
especially if I'm streaming. I don't know if you're streaming this game,
Nah,
but
these are all off stream.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if this is something you do often, you'll just get cheesed. Like, there's a lot of players like Hornlime that does specific things,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Insightful, for example, he always invades
Does
on carpet,
that? Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Or the backstab Shaco guy, he
Yeah.
always invades after doing Raptor solo.
Yeah, same with Veigar.
So-
He does like one camp into enemy blue.
Exactly. So it's like really easy to just kind of like low-key stream snipe these things.
yeah.
Because you don't even need them to stream anymore. You just know they're
You
gonna
just
do
know
it.
their style, exactly. I get you.
And so yeah, just if you're gonna do this in the future,
I just pull
because
my
I
team,
agree
right?
for the matchup it's good. You don't want him to sit in bush with barrel and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I get that part.
Yeah.
But he also kind of knows this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just do this as a team
Yeah.
instead.
My only issue
And-
with that is I hate bringing my team, like ordering my team to do shit like this, and especially if nothing happens.
Okay, and then
right,
enemy
then-
team does it, and then you die.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that
but-
better or?
True. But I mean, this is like. Okay, yeah, no, this. Like, I was gonna say there's only.
This
one,
will happen.
one in
This
20
will
games,
keep
but
happening.
This will happen. Yeah, exactly. But,
This will happen more and more.
Yeah.
This is something that will keep like scaling up. The more known you get, the more you play, the more you do it, the more this will happen.
Yeah.
And
But-
honestly, if I was Gangplank, I would call for this because when I play like champs like Urgot and stuff, I call for this. I want my team to come here
Yeah. One thing
to
I
help
hate,
me
though,
get bush control.
I absolutely hate being like the main character, especially in like challenger lobbies when I know I'm not the best player, right? So this is why I don't like pinging people to like follow my calls because I don't.
Yeah,
even know
but
if my calls
what else
are
are
the
you,
best.
bro? I promise you, your team is like changing their music right now. They're reading Twitch chat. They're like AFK, dude. Look at Kaisa. You think this guy's playing the game right now? Look,
True.
you're not taking resources from your team. Look at Kaisa.
But some
He's
doesn't
AFK.
doesn't some matchups require like second bush bot lane?
Yeah, but then that's up to them,
Okay,
right?
Okay, yeah.
Like if your bot lane is playing Ezreal Karma, and they need to be in lane,
Yeah.
they have all the right in the world to say no, we can't help you. Right? Like if your team, like if you're pinging to help you get this bush, right?
Mm-hmm.
If your team needs to do something else, that's their fault for not calling that.
Yeah,
Right?
that makes sense. Yeah, okay,
It's
fair
not
enough.
it's not something you should worry about.
It's the same thing.
know what I
when, like for example, when my team calls for an invade, I'll just fuck off top lane. To be honest, like I don't ever fuck
Yeah.
invades. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So, like, you're not forcing your team to do something ever.
Because they have free will of their own.
You-
so
you-
I should just
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So I should just
You-
offer
You're
up
not
ideas.
you're not saying, guys, come top push or I'm fucking leaving the game.
Yeah.
Right? You're just giving a call. Nobody on your team is calling anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
So just give a call. Like I said, I think you shouldn't do it this game because you get aced level
yeah,
1.
Yeah. Against Braun.
Um, But overall, when you want to do this, just think about going 5 people, and once you secure the bush, your team can just leave and you just say thank you.
I like that actually.
Like, because this was the same in bot lane when Hamer support was meta. Everyone in every solo queue game would go 5 people
5
bot lane
people bot. Yeah, I remember that actually.
to protect the towers.
Yeah.
So why can't you do it here? It's the same
True.
thing.
Yeah. Guess it's a bit of a lack of ego or confidence.
Yeah, and like I said, I think even if you might not think so, you should treat yourself like the best player when you start the game. Of
Okay,
course,
I got
once
you.
your game starts going bad and south, and if your teammates are smurfing, of course, change your mindset.
Yeah.
But you're playing Trundle, a champ that only has damage, right? You don't offer anything. You have
Yeah.
one pillar in a team fight 30 minutes into the game. For some reason, it has like 20-second cooldown, like...
True.
So, you need to kind of have a good game.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I see that.
Nice. This matchup is not that bad, no?
Yeah, it's pretty okay. It used to be a lot harder back when like.
Yeah, because his lane was much stronger.
Yeah,
the
but I
GP.
don't know what they changed about him. It just became
I
easier.
mean, a lot just mana cost on Q, I think.
Yeah.
Less damage. They removed Corruption Potion.
Yeah. Plus Sheen is like 900, not 700.
Yeah.
So it's basically free AFK farming for the entire game. Here I'm just playing. I think this is one of the games like you explained earlier where I get Tiamat and then it's just free game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's very replicable.
Yeah. He takes a Risa here, just stop push, whatever. I should fight him.
Yeah, I
here,
just
though,
want to see if
like
we
a
can
short trade.
deny... I just want to see if we can deny cannon first.
Yeah, that's the main thing. But since he TPs, do I ever... like if he TPs like this, I should play for a hard like trade because I have
Trade.
TP as well,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
As long as you don't, like, die or lose a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Here I waste my Q, that's why I don't do much, I think. Actually, no, it's okay. I think I want the cannon here, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I like this.
Yeah, but my wave state's a bit fucked, and I think I have to reset here because he's got barrels. Actually, no, I don't, but...
I mean, you have pillar, so you can bait barrel in the wave. Like, when I'm playing here, I would just, like, chill here. Like, look, just stand here, and then when you need to farm, you just go farm. If he barrels this wave and starts taking creep aggro, then you can always just bait him to go on you. You just pillar, run, and then you TP back, no?
Yeah, I see that, yeah, for sure.
Because if you leave the wave completely like this, and then you just TP, you're going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
But if now you make him trade with you, because he has to trade with you. If he doesn't trade, you're just farming, right?
I'm just scared
because you're not in lethal.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, but the items, but you're not in lethal because he can't get on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that.
So I would wait for the melee to get low and then just farm it. Because notice here how when he Qs you, it helps you. Look. See now the wave? Look.
It walks forwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you only last hit and you let him do this a couple of times, wave is going to be more equal and then you can go and TP. And when you make him start using barrel cooldowns and mana and stuff, and he takes some creep aggro, your TP gains more value.
Yeah.
Every bit of resource that you can squeeze out of him before you TP back will turn into lane power, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like, I like this. This is very good. Now your recall TP is much better.
Yeah. I'm such...
Now you're a bit greedy though, but yeah.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I just put my tier back. It's like 100 gold, bro. If I get one minion somewhere refillable, it should be okay, but like... I just have to take a reset here, because... Good thing is that I got the barrels where it hits the wave and then it's going to push into me, but...
Yeah, that's the main thing. That should always be the goal here.
Yeah.
That's more important than the Tiamat, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you lose a lot of XP and gold, it's not worth it. But here though, personally, now, when this gank is happening, you should stay.
I should
and
stay?
just farm. Yes.
Okay.
Here you get Tiamat with your refillable.
Yeah. But,
like, why would I TP back here?
I thought because I'm so low, right, and GP has flash, obviously, I'm pretty sure he can just flash auto Q me and just kill me, no?
Look, this wave is going to crash under your tower.
Yeah. But then Zhao has to leave, right? Or does he fight him?
That's up to him.
Yeah, but like...
Like here,
that's...
Like, GP, like this is the same thing as the Ornn thing before.
Yeah.
Like, if you're under your tower now,
yeah.
GP is assuming you're basing, yes?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Do you think this GP is gonna come and fight you under tower with Warwick behind? Like,
I feel like he might trade 1-for-1. In my eyes, I think he's gonna trade. He will try to play for 1-for-1, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah.
But yeah, 100%. I think even if I stay, hit a pillar could assist my team. But then again, I want to play for my because I know I could still.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could see it. He could run under tower and just passive proc and trade 1-for-1.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be bad for him.
It would just have to be like a skill check. I'd have to flash it. But again, I don't have good reaction team or reaction speed. Trade 1-for-1 here, it's okay. Honestly, I didn't even know how he got around there, to be honest. I had no clue.
I think it's happy to trade.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like that.
Plus, I've forced him to build executions first, which is really good. Like, obviously, it sucks for me, but 800 Gs.
Yeah, but he doesn't have Sheen.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, you don't like heal that much yet, so it's like...
Yeah.
It's chill.
I want to pick some fruit here, but I just owe him for the wave to get.
Yeah, you get the wave. Yeah, I like it.
I should do it more often, but I'm a bit too greedy.
W with the fruit is good.
Yeah.
Only thing here is
if he holds this, I should stay, right? Or...
I think you're really bad at realizing what to do with enemy not having TP. Because like he TP'd back around
level
here.
Level 3, yeah, level 4.
Like it was here.
Yeah.
Yes. Like here he TP'd back. And so when you do all of these trades, the advantage you're getting is you keep healing, but he keeps using mana that he can't get back. So shouldn't I now just keep laning? Why would I base here?
Can you go back like 15? I want to see the map. Do we not even take grubs? Because Diana shows there. I'm thinking they might just go for grubs.
Yeah, but you have ward and you just one-shot this wave.
Yeah, you're right.
And Diana is ganking mid.
Yeah. I think
so here, when I get this here, I can just drop wards, right?
Yeah.
And just stay.
Yeah, I see.
GP is fucking useless.
Yeah. But do you not think that I take a reset here, buy a Vampire Acceptor, and then obviously
I think it's mega troll.
Because GP's stuck in lane, I just get better tempo, no?
I think it's completely troll.
So
You have better tempo by staying.
Oh, okay.
If you stay now and you go ward Grubs, right? Then you can contest Grubs if she's doing it, because you and Warwick, you are gonna help more doing Grubs now than to base and run there.
Yeah,
right?
I see you.
Now GP can just take this and reset on an even wave, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll still have push on that wave, yes? But he doesn't have to do what he did here. Look, here he can just one-shot this now. Like, he can just take almost all of it if he's just hitting it. He's just like scared of you or something, maybe.
But with hindsight, Yasuo and Diana are on the Grubs, right? So
yeah, but Renekton is pushing mid. It's the same thing as before.
Okay,
You also
yeah.
cannot just stand there at Grubs for free. You need to stop
yeah,
thinking about it like that.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yes.
Against the Ornn, yeah,
Like,
I see it.
if you're Renekton here, you would love if Trundle would stand here. And
Just
Yasuo
pressure.
feels forced to stay.
Yeah, I see you.
Because then Renekton just pushes, and mid is one. And in my opinion, the main thing that matters here is, can I lane versus GP on next wave? Yes. If you cannot lane versus GP on next wave, you should always base there.
Yeah.
But right now, you can easily
can
just
easily
walk up
lane,
and
yeah.
ward, and then you can easily lane.
Yeah.
And then this same thing that you're talking about, how you will have better tempo stuff, bro, if you just push the next wave, you will, instead of having 800 health, you'll have 1k health.
1k, yeah.
And then
That's
this guy
like
still
good,
can't breathe, and eventually, this guy has to base really badly, and you will take tower plate, or
plates,
take
the
deep
waves,
wave, get even
yeah.
better base. By basing now, you make it easier for them to breathe on Grubs. You get a useless item because you're buying lifesteal
Against
when you could have
executions.
just laned and been full health.
Yeah.
And now your team is coming, and it's like just free ace if you're here.
Yeah, I see that now. Yeah, I see that. Damn, actually, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? I just run there, just stand there. Catch him with a pillar, that's a free kill.
Yes. You just base to run back up to top. And now GP has the easier base
Yeah.
than if you were just laning.
Yeah. I mean, I think...
So it
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, I
really
see that,
make
yeah.
sense.
I got you.
Because like I like to recall like this. If, let's say, I get really chunked pushing this, like I cheat this wave
Yep.
in his face, I get really chunked so I can't lane, I just quickly base and I run back. That's good.
Yep.
But I can lane, so it makes no sense, I think.
Yeah, okay, I see you.
Because like here, what you're doing here and him ulting wave, this has nothing to
Nothing,
do
yeah,
with you
this-
basing.
Yeah. Because he doesn't
This
even
has
lose
nothing to do with
anything,
that.
'cause he ults the entire thing. Yeah. I think there was lack of communication here.
Yeah, but I also think you need to stop this trying to run away thing.
What do you
Just
mean,
go to wave,
this?
no?
Ah, yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Like, how do you run out here?
Yeah, we can't, bro. Says who's mid? Yasuo's mid. It's gonna come up, isn't
Yes.
he? And then we just will die. Yeah.
So just hit the wave, and if you die, at least it's better way to die.
Yeah.
And you're gonna heal a lot on the wave, so you stall more time.
Yeah.
You keep like leaving like this as no boots Trundle, thinking you're like gonna run.
Yeah.
So you just like die.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah.
Because
I
like
see,
I understand
100%,
what
yeah.
you're doing here, and they should die.
Yeah. I think.
Like I don't know how nobody dies.
It's lack of communication. I thought we killed GP because I ult him. Look how much damage we do to him. But then Zhao thought.
I mean,
so
I think
I should go on Diana, right?
I think you should go down. Yes.
Yeah. It's because I didn't want to let
I
GP.
think
enter
it's
the lane.
fine to chunk GP.
Yeah.
Okay. But ulting him
Yeah.
is bad.
Also,
Because
my
then you
pillar was
force
bad.
Warwick to have to commit on him.
Yeah.
Is bad.
If I had a better
But
pillar, it would have been way better.
Yeah.
But, I didn't.
Yes, the pillar should like block
yeah.
him and force him into you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I wanted to deny him from the wave because obviously we saw.
Yeah, I
Diana
know.
anyway, but yeah,
Just chunk him.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's already good to chunk him. Just pillar better and chunk him.
Yeah,
but
I got you.
forcing to dive him is bad. It's a free double kill for Diana, and then she will 1v9 the game.
Yeah.
Because I think this is good play.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
and Warwick are very strong in this type of fight.
Yeah.
You're just wasting your ult, I think.
Yeah. 100%. It's because
And then, like I said, after that, you should realize I'm fucked. So take the wave
just
down
take
with
the
you.
wave and just do it. Yeah. I've got to just min-max everything. If I'm gonna die, just get the fucking wave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, if you have swiftness boots early, then maybe you can try to run, you know?
Away. Yeah, yeah. But if I'm doing
But you're
longsword start,
rushing Hydra, so,
yeah,
like, just take the fucking wave.
yeah.
Nice, yoink, yoink, yoink.
Yeah, proxy.
You're eating good.
Yeah, at this point, even though I'm three deaths, just farming everything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't mind your deaths, if they're good. Your deaths in this game is much better than the other one. Like, when you died between their towers there, the fight makes sense. I agree, you should win it, you know?
Yeah, 100%. That was just
I
mechanical.
kind of just want to see mid-game more, because this is a game that you won.
Yeah, I won. My team carried me. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I think you make good decisions, though. Because, like, here, you get this wave, you realize you can't hit tower versus GP.
Yeah.
So you take Herald. I think it's good.
Yep.
That's one thing I noticed from watching your streams as well, is that you try to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you get wave, you either hit tower or you're roaming somewhere.
Yeah. Just
You don't just sit there and watch a range. You don't sit there and watch a range champ just clear the wave.
Yeah.
But here though, it's kind of similar thing that we talked about last game. Who is gonna match me? If you look now, dead. Yes.
Dead. Yeah.
If GP goes mid,
Yeah.
you should force Yasuo or Ezreal to go top.
Yeah.
Right? So here, why don't you go for their Krugs, their red buff, and their wave?
I thought
They have new wave coming.
Yeah, I just thought because my entire team's resetting, I don't want to like overgreed. If that makes
Yes,
sense.
but you need to realize, how do I die in this game?
I have W flash,
Look.
I have everything.
Like, how can you ever die? Look at their champions. Look their support. I told you last game, Pyke. This game's Braum. You can't die to
Can't die
Braum
Braum,
as
yeah.
fucking Trundle.
Yeah.
So here, you take this wave. Good. Take their camps.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Take Krugs. Look for red buff. If Diana comes and you have to leave the red, then sure, okay, at least she came, right? Like, don't go for this crab. This is not the correct order of priority. We talked about that with the Zed thing.
Yeah.
This is higher prio than this. This is always gonna be here.
Yep.
Look for this. Look for this. Take this. Then you can take this. Base for Bork. Game's GG.
Yep.
Funnel yourself. Don't go here. This is what you
Yeah,
do if the fucking Diana is gonna like solo kill you all of a sudden, but she can't do that.
Yeah.
Because I would much rather one-shot their Krugs and get Bork than to take this crap.
I see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Yeah, I see that completely. I should never go crab or go Krugs and then just run away if they come for me. Yeah, for sure. Again, I think I'm just
so here
way
you have
too
TP up
fixated.
soon, so you ping your team to go for Atakan. I like that.
Yeah. Plus, I'm really strong at this point with Herald. I can just take this bot, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Just be careful that you don't die like right now.
Yeah. I know, 100%.
Because they can kill you for free here, so I want to see the map.
I think I saw all of them top side before, but then now they can go bot side. But if they go bot, then they lose top tier 2 if they overcommit on bot side.
Not really though.
No?
Only if they all come. Because if you look at your team, this wave can just get cleared by GP right now.
Yeah. But I'm not scared of anyone at this point. Like, I've got really strong items.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you die now, it's really bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like looking at the map.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can die to Diana Yasuo.
I think I died to Diana as well, though. 3-1 though, but
1-for-1 is okay, I think.
Tower was so sad, though. Good thing my thing didn't kill it. But I gave it to someone else, I think. Because I'm a very kind gentleman.
Can't you solo Atakan, by the way?
Yeah, I can. I did last game, I think.
So then I think you should here swap to Sweeper and TP there.
Really?
Because if your team is pressuring, you should pressure too.
Yeah.
You need to use your team. You should either TP to your team here and use them, and if you don't want to do that, because you have no ult and stuff, then you should be pressuring something. So right now I would swap to Sweeper, TP top, one shot, push it out, and then just do Atakan.
Yeah, it does take a long, like a fairly
Yeah, but
decent
look,
time, but
GP is dead and your team is pressuring tier 2.
I see you,
Do you think enemy team is going to run through these wards and go here when your team is here? Yeah. Like, surely enemy team will try to cancel your team's base now, no?
Yeah,
and try to chase tempo.
But I also thought that I don't need to take Atakan. I just use it as an objective to just play on the other side. right? That's
I
my
mean, you
mindset
don't need to
most of the
take it,
games.
but the dragon is coming up.
Yeah, that's why I think
So
that's the reason why I kept my TP. But yeah, you're right. I think I should just
yeah, but
see
if
this
you just
opportunity.
if you get rid of it,
Yeah.
then your team can just do other things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being able to solo it is pretty insane.
Yeah. Not many champions can do that.
Because you don't mind rage pushing this game, no?
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
So if you TP top and you solo the Atakan, then you just stay top for the rest of the game, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when they group for this, you're just gonna end the game because you can solo dive GP soon, no? Like slowly.
Soon. Yeah, I've got Swifties now. Easily, I can. Yeah.
Yes. Because it's kind of weird that you're like just running around here. Like, look, you're really jobless, no?
Yeah, but I think it's because I'm trying to set up the side waves for Atakan, right?
Yeah, but look at the waves. You're
Yeah.
like running fucking marathon.
Yeah.
Now your team from base, look, dragon spawning. Now how can your team do Atakan? Because if your team does Atakan now, we don't get Drake.
Yeah. Plus, it's so.
If we go Drake if we go Drake, enemy can trade it for this. So it's like
Yeah.
Just,
So I should go top because plus tier 2
yes,
and plus it's sold. So it's,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If
So
you
it's
were
great
just
if I should
making
go.
this your home, you would have soloed this, gotten rid of it, and then you could just play for this.
Play for this, yeah. I see.
And
that.
enemy team is like so awkward position. I think only time it's bad to TP top is if you can't dive the guy that's matching you.
Mm-hmm.
But Yasuo and GP you can like low key dive like
I
slowly.
Can, yeah, slowly I can. What do I do instead?
It's like this is like so awkward. Like look, you spawn at fucking 20:45
Yeah.
and you're just running around.
Yeah. I think my initial thought was go to top, but then I just thought, fuck it, let me go bottom. Might even go Atakan. But yeah, you're right. I should
Yes,
just pay
but like
attention.
playing tier 3 turret is so dog shit.
Really?
Like tier 2 turret is so much gold.
Yeah, I mean, I like taking tier 3s. 400 Gs plus open inhib. It could open something
Yeah,
up.
tier 3 is more gold. I mean, tier 2
Tier
is
tier
more
2 is way
gold.
more, yeah.
Tier 2 is more gold and it's next to the Atakan that you can solo.
Yeah.
Look, you're fucking Bork, bro.
Yeah.
Look, you've done nothing to pressure the game.
Yeah. I mean, I get this though.
Now a fight starts, and now you're finally here hitting.
But I don't even get it. Damn,
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's also harder to dive him here, no? Than like on the other, like on tier 2.
I think it's easier on bot side or on tier 3 because of the lane is more open. The barrels are on top lane, he clear very easily, I think. But
I guess, yeah, that's true. Yeah, versus GP specifically, yeah, I can see
yeah,
that.
but against anyone else, I think it's okay.
Because like now you see, this is the dilemma.
Yeah.
This spawns and Drake is up. Like now I think you should go solo Drake.
Really? Oh yeah. Diana's dead. I go for the wave, but I think I grief here. Cause I want to play for both, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I just think this is way more important than this.
Yeah,
that's
what
why I
I'm
would
thinking.
want you to solo it.
Yeah. But if I don't push out that mid wave, do they not just run towards me?
No,
They
but
know,
I'm saying soloing Atakan.
Oh yeah.
Because it's soul, and you should always want your team to do the Drake over the Atakan. It's so good if you can just get rid of the Atakan.
Yeah.
It's like the same with like Herald, for example.
Yeah,
like,
I just take it.
You would love to solo Herald and your team just gets Drake, than your team going Herald and you lose to Drake. It's like one of the advantages you have of playing Trundle is that you can just solo objectives, right?
Yeah.
So when I respawn here, I would just be like, well, I see everyone, and I have TP, so I have insane tempo. I can just TP and just fucking one-shot Atakan.
Yeah, good identify.
And then my team can just ARAM for the soul.
Yeah, I think I've got to
and the
pay
game is a
attention
free
to
win.
timers more because in my eyes, 1 minute 40 is a long time, but because I think I have
Yeah, it
more.
just isn't.
Yeah, but
because your team is low, they need to base, they need to set up vision, all of this. And then even if Drake is up in 30 seconds when you do Atakan, enemy team will just give the Atakan and have full control.
Full control. But
it doesn't matter if you're 4k gold up or whatever, position and control is worth a lot of gold. Right?
That makes sense. So obviously it says it was like 1 minute 40 for it to spawn.
Yeah.
I thought that we'll be able to take Atakan and take the Drake if we just instantly go, but so that's why I go down to bot lane. But again, I just grief it. Yeah, you're right. It's just timings. Like
it's just your team. Your team is fighting. You know.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I simply just
your team is fighting. Your team is playing for tier 2 here.
Yeah.
so your team is not backing off. Like, if my team is in base here, I would never TP to Atakan.
Yeah.
My team is playing the game.
But
See?
yeah,
Tier 2 mid,
yeah.
Tier 2 bot. So while my team is doing that, if I don't want to TP and play with my team and extend the play, then I should TP here and use my team's pressure.
Yeah. But in my eyes, do they like? I should just expect them to just like. In my eyes, I think they're just all clicking B right now because this tier 2 is they don't need 5 people to go for it. One person just needs to attack it once, you know.
Well, if Kai'Sa attacks it once and Diana and Braum starts to chase her to the end of her Nexus, then she would have wished she had her team. No?
Yeah, but then I'd get a ton on top lane, no? If they try.
No, because you're in base. Unless you TP. Look, takes you so long.
True. I think I was. Yeah.
I don't get why you want to keep your TP when you win versus both 1v1.
Yeah. I think I just kept it because of Soul Point. I wanted to just set up my top wave, but then I pinged the Atakan.
Yeah, but like imagine even if that's the case, if you TP top and you get the Atakan and you push out top lane, let's say 30 seconds before Drake or whatever.
Somebody has to match.
You push top wave here. You run to your team with fucking W Swifties.
Yep.
Why do you need TP? TP, the new TP, it's so like shit to play with the mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna split on one side and TP to the fight. Bro, the fight is over.
Yeah. I see that.
Don't you think?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, please show me clips where you are split pushing and TPing into like a fight and it's like actually mattering. It's so rare these days.
Yeah.
Especially on the champ you're playing.
Yeah, the only times it ever works is when I'm bringing like 3 people top in that TP and then catch the other 2, but it's already a team fight.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen when Soul Point is spawning.
Yeah.
There's going to be 1 guy top and 4 people here.
Yeah.
They're not going to give Soul to kill you on side lane, bro.
Yeah. True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I just don't see why I'm running around with TP up when I could just use it to get things. That's how you play with TP.
Okay, I see you.
You're not playing Cannon, right? If you're playing Cannon, yeah, maybe you're hoping for like some mega flank with TP. You're playing Trundle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like Trundle, if Trundle wants to teamfight, he should be there for the start of the fight. So that you can like ulti frontline, run him down, run on the Braum. You don't want to really TP into the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see you.
Especially if you look at their team comp, they're playing Diana Yasuo. If you TP into the fight, either your team got comboed and aced, or your team won without you.
Yeah, exactly. That's my mindset in this one, I think.
Yeah, so then why wouldn't I just use my TP to get top push already and tempo, because you see everyone and then get Atakan.
Yeah.
And you can, like I said, you grouping for the dragon is not tied to your TP.
Yeah.
Because you win side lane, you can always push it deep and just group. GP can't, if you take a wave deep 30 seconds before Drake, GP is not going to make a good cross map.
Yeah.
If he rage pushes top while you're doing Drake, the best he can get is a tier 1 top turret for Soul. Surely we're happy with that, no?
True. Yeah, I like that actually.
Because if you lose side lane, it's different. If you lose side lane, you're collecting waves like here, right?
Yep.
If you then go to Dragon without TP, you're going to actually lose like 3 turrets, right?
Yeah.
But you win. So you can push it deep and just group.
Yeah, that makes
if you look at Garen and Tryndamere players, right? That's why they're getting away without TP. They always win their sides, right?
Yeah.
They push deep and they just group.
Yeah. Do you think that's something that Trundle can do, or not really?
Well, yeah, but I think Trundle should play TP.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think Trundle can do that same logic, yes?
Yeah, 100%.
So you don't need to have TP up all the time.
Yeah. But also, one question on my mid-death, right? Before Dragon. Was it this one? I think it was before.
It's like here.
Yeah. I want to ask a question about this one. Like, because obviously we went for the Atakan. Does that mean we just have to drop the Drake, even though it's Soul? Like, I'm so greedy for this, but I feel like... was it this one? I think I died somewhere.
Yeah, it's here. It's right now.
Yeah.
Because you died and the Drake was up.
Yeah. I think we just...
But also, please, like, think twice about your pillars. Like, I think a lot of one-tricks has this problem that when you play a champion so much, you kind of lose the respect for your spells.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to pressing it. Yeah. Pillar is not something you just press like this. Yeah. Forcing Ezreal's E is useless.
Nah,
he lands 2 Qs on you.
He E'd into me and I thought I pillar him and we get an angle.
Yeah, get an angle, lose your team.
Yeah.
Warwick Renekton is here.
Hostage them into the mid lane because we want to play for Soul, right?
Yeah, look your team.
Yeah, so basically we're going to take river control. and then I can play mid.
Your team has the control.
Oh yeah. But I
Your
mean,
pillar is just there.
yeah, but he can't really step forward because of the pillar, no?
He
Okay,
can't step forward because he can't step forward. Look, he has no vision in his bush.
No vision, true.
Your pillar does nothing.
Yeah.
Right now, you should just keep standing here. And if they go on your team here, then you have perfect flank. And then you pillar. Then you can pillar here and stop them from
It's a
leaving.
thing, yeah.
That's how you use pillar.
Yeah,
When you use this pillar, look your cooldown.
It's
If
10
a fight
seconds.
fucking happens now, you're useless. Look at you.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah, I agree. I
Now,
agree.
now if the fight breaks out, you would wish you had pillar to run them down, no?
Yeah, I agree.
You
But
still don't have pillar.
a fight should never really break out here, no? Because my team should just step back like they are doing now.
Well, enemy team is gonna try to do whatever they can to make a fight happen.
Yeah, you're right.
And
you're right.
even if you wanna say, let's say, okay, my team should play perfect here. Okay, what
Yeah.
did my pillar get?
It zones Ezreal away from the thing. Look at him. Look, he's
It
literally
doesn't.
stuck. Yeah, look, watch. He gets slowed
Yeah,
for
I'm
like
watching.
9 years, and he can't walk around.
Yes. Who is he gonna poke here?
I mean, he's not gonna poke anyone anyway because there's no vision. There's no.
So then,
vision.
what is your pillar doing?
I mean, it does nothing. But yeah, I mean,
You're not gonna-
You're, right,
you're not
100%.
gonna-
You're right.
You're not gonna
100%.
run. You're not gonna run at him here.
Yeah, nah, never,
Yes.
never.
And he knows because if he tags with Bromq, you're dead. Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna run at him. Your team is not gonna go at him because Warwick and stuff is too far.
Yeah.
He was never ever gonna run in here anyways.
Yeah.
Just keep your pillar. Just have more discipline on your pillar. Your
Okay,
pillar is
yeah,
so
yeah.
fucking OP.
But it's more of like a discipline thing, though, right? Not really a
Yes.
because it doesn't do
Like
anything either way.
spamming W is fine.
Yeah,
Look your W
yeah.
cooldown. It's like up all the time and it
Yeah.
lasts so long.
It lasts
So
8
like
seconds. Yeah, exactly. So it's
yes.
8 seconds.
So you can just W and run around and just act stupid and just fish for things. That's fine.
But look at that pillar value on the Diana, though. Look at that. Watch that. Look at that.
Yeah.
She
I'm
can't
looking.
even. She can't step. Look, she can't step forward as much. Maybe
Yeah.
she could have went.
Who's
for
she gonna
flash.
step on?
She could have went. Oh yeah, true. There's no vision still, but that's the thing. I mean,
She-
but
Yeah, there's no vision. You have control.
yeah, but I don't. I mean, obviously, I see the idea of just holding the pillar, right? Because it's about having the up and having the threat and maybe having better opportunity. But I don't see it being a bad
There-
pillar, if that makes sense.
I think it's terrible. If
Really?
Kaisa was here,
Yeah,
right? Then it's better.
but they should never. Yeah, but we're playing in the river, right? So
Yes.
we should
So
never,
that's my
ever
point.
Be stepping up.
Your team is in river. Yes.
Yeah.
So these guys have no threat on your team.
Yeah.
So why would a pillar?
I mean, it's still like a 40% slow, right? And it does
Yeah, slow for what? Kaisa's here.
because they want to move into the river, no?
They can't.
What
They
do you mean
die.
can't?
If they go in here, and you come here, and you pillar these guys, what are they gonna do? They're gonna dive into Renekton and get eaten alive. Ezreal can't follow up because you're gonna run him down.
Okay, yeah, I see. Actually, yeah.
If Diana Yasuo dives in here,
Yeah.
who's following? Because you're gonna
Yeah,
come here
I'm gonna come around
and disrupt
then-
everything.
Yeah.
Renekton and Warwick is ready to pounce.
Yeah.
This is your control.
Yeah.
So you just need to have your pillar ready.
Just have it ready.
Because
Okay,
if
yeah,
you
fair
now
enough.
use pillar, if now they find an angle, because of what you're saying, they should want to retake, right?
Yeah.
If they now do find an angle, your champ is so hard to play. Look, this freeze frame. If these guys now go and find an angle, your turn is way harder to do.
Yeah, I see. But you know what? During this game, my mindset isn't to play for the team fight. I'm just playing on the mid wave and threatening and end on the mid wave. Like that's my
Yeah,
mindset
look-
towards it. So that's
Yes,
why.
but what does your pillar do? I don't mind if you don't want a team fight.
Yeah.
What does a pillar do?
I mean, to me,
Because if you now
Yeah.
had pillar, imagine you have now pillar,
yeah.
and you now stood here and you pillared this. So they can't chase your team. Now they're actually contesting. Yes?
Yeah, that makes sense.
This
yeah.
pillar would be way better. Now they're actually looking at your team.
But arguably, do you not think my pillar literally wastes I guess 2-3 seconds of their time because they can't?
No.
They're literally not stepping forward. They can't step forward, right? I know you're saying that they can't step forward anyway because they have no vision. But
I think it's much better to let them step forward and that they're slowed here. Because if they're slowed here,
I
if they're
agree with that.
slowed,
Yeah,
if they're slowed here and they cross this line, Nautilus can hook them and
Yeah.
bring them into Kai'Sa, and she can hit much safer.
Yeah,
If you
yeah, I
slow
agree.
here and Nautilus is forced to hook them here, they're so far into mid lane, your team can't actually hit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree 100%.
It's simply just trash pillar.
Yeah.
And you
yeah,
just
but
need to think more about what zone are we trying to hold. We're trying to protect this line bush, yes?
Yeah.
So if they're standing here, we don't care.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if they're standing here. So if they're starting to cross here, that's when you want to start to pillar them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if you want to go here or not. I don't need you to team fight.
Yeah.
I understand if a fight breaks out and there's a midwave here, that you might just go here.
Yeah,
yes?
I think that's
I
what
get
do as
that
well.
part.
Yeah.
That's not my problem.
It's just a bad pillar.
My problem is that the moment you use this pillar achieving nothing, you are also useless.
Yeah.
Now you help nothing when it comes to creating
I think
space.
I literally did it based like on instinct, just because I saw him eat instantly, and I thought, okay, maybe if they're doing some shit, if my team wants to do anything, they can do something. But obviously, that's not the
Yes,
plan.
but I just need to, and you need to realize where your team is and where we're holding.
Yeah.
You should never you should want this Nautilus to hook in here.
Yeah.
There are 5 people here, and your team is here. You should never think about, oh, pillar here, and my Nautilus can go.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dog shit fight.
Yeah. This is pure tunnel vision, I think.
You just need to realize this is the soul, my team is here.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm holding.
Hold the line, hold the line.
Not here, not here, not here. Hold my spell, I only have 1 pillar.
Yeah, but that being said, I think the reason why I pillar was because he hits the Braum tag on me, and then Ezreal dashes forward. I just want to make space to make sure I don't get caught. Obviously, I have flash and everything, but still, I don't want to lose my flash for no reason.
Yeah, but it's so cope what you're saying.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree.
Look where you are. It's so mega cope.
Yeah. I see that.
The only thing that would ever make you flash here is if Diana somehow gets on you and ults you, but then you trade your flash at 28 minutes for her ulti, and then it's winning fight.
Yep. I agree.
So it's like you're just coping so hard.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Because you literally run back in after the Braum tag and then pillar them.
Yeah, because the Braum tag's over now. But yeah, I get you. Yeah, no, 100%. Do you think I should? Actually, no. I was gonna say, do I push more? But I
no,
wave.
because there's no wave.
Yeah.
Cheap ulted.
I forgot about that.
I think all of this, your decision making, everything, I think is all good.
Yeah, just a pillar, right?
Just your pillar.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Pillar just shows.
Me, though. Wow.
I mean, she has Riftmaker Leander. It's kind of good build, and your ult run out, right? So.
Yeah. Plus my W.
I think it makes sense. Your full armor as well.
Yeah. I just thought I'd win this, to be honest. I don't know if I'm delusional or not. I just look like I thought I'd win this, but Death Dance abuser. That's me. Yeah. Other than that, I think we just won the game, but
yeah.
I mean, I sell Sheen for I don't know why I did that. It's just wasted items. But
you're out.
Yeah. Nah, I think I die here, bro. Nah, not on this one.
There's no way you die.
The next one I die for no reason. This is so bad for me, right? Because the wave's coming in, I just have to fight him, in my opinion. But I should just get the wave, right? Or I mean, it doesn't matter. I just grief for no reason. I have a tendency every single time on bot lane, I just die for no reason. Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you just want to keep them here a bit.
Yeah, that's my idea. This guy's just there, just waiting for this, but he is so greedy. I should never do this. Never. I mean, I cancelled the TP, actually.
I mean, here, I think this is the same. This is what I'm trying to teach you earlier.
Yeah.
If I watch my POV, when I see this TP, I'm always already F-king here.
Yeah.
I already am watching this fight. Look now. I mean, now you choose to go and cancel, but your team is running.
Yeah.
If you let him TP here, it's good.
Really?
Yes.
But how? Because
look, you still have TP. Yes.
Yep. But
you one-shot this wave.
Yeah.
They have to defend their base. Yes.
But
if Yasuo chases into Renekton, you can even TP top.
True. That's
look
an
here.
option, yeah. I mean, I dislike TP.
Why would you cancel this TP?
Yeah. I just cancelled it because I thought they were playing deeper. Actually, no, wait, no. I don't think they were going to play deeper, but I just thought because if Yasuo TP's top, right?
Yes.
I mean, the wave's coming up, right?
Top.
If Yasuo TP's top, obviously Kaiser's dead, and then they're going to stole chase them because Yasuo has a mini wave to dash through. Do they not?
Yeah, and you just TP top, and it's 3v2. They can never ever kill your team.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, true. Dyna, no mana too, but yeah, you're right. This is just all split
I think this is good. Yeah, chasing here is good.
Yeah. It's all split-second decision making that I guess sometimes I make. Even here, I didn't have to walk through that. I could just walk across.
Of course you can be here as well. But I mean, it's just you didn't realize your team is leaving. Look, team is leaving.
Didn't realize.
So before you make this decision, Because when you play versus Shen and you play versus TPs,
Yeah.
it's often good to let it go through.
Yeah. I understand.
You don't always
yeah.
want to cancel.
Yeah. I just thought that
And
this
here
was
you should let it go through.
okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you fought, but if you looked and you knew your team is leaving, you would realize it's fine to let him go through
Then you get it through,
because
then I
they
walk
can't
away.
go
Yeah,
and
I see
2v2 my Renekton Warwick,
Yep.
and I can just take this wave and TP if I want to.
Yeah, I see that. I guess I'm a little bit I'm just too paranoid about them getting Baron off the Kai'Sa death, right? And me.
Yeah,
Just
but now
standing
you just
bot.
die.
Yeah, I just die and then they get Baron. I'm pretty sure. I think they just get it anyway. And then GP, so it's like, whatever.
Look, the N is out of mana. Like, why would you be scared
Yeah,
of this
the
Yasuo?
thing is, I saw that as well. I'm just a monkey, bro. I don't know why I did that.
Think, get information first, and then make decision.
Yeah, okay.
If you learn that pattern, this will be easier.
Yep.
Because you cancelled him and then looked for info, you know? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, I did
you should
look.
know.
I did see it, but then I didn't deep it.
Yeah, but
if
you
that
didn't
makes
keep
sense.
watching because
Yeah.
it changed. When you looked, they were fighting.
Yeah.
Then you looked away, then they ran.
Yeah, but that's
But if you
that's
just
normal
kept
though.
looking-
That's normal that if they see the TP, they're gonna run away, right?
Well, yeah, but you had the time to look. Look, his TP is happening.
Yeah,
F key.
true.
Click to him and F key
but
once.
if you go back, I did actually click on the camera. It's a
No,
split second,
I know.
but
Before the TP, you did. Yes, I know. Here, you looked.
yeah, but then I see it. I see the TP as well. Like
Yes,
yeah.
and now they're leaving, and you didn't change.
Yeah,
If my
yeah,
team
yeah, I
is
see
leaving
it,
now
yeah.
and Diana is out of mana, I would always let Yasuo TP. Because if he TPs, I can just take this wave, and then I can either keep threatening, or I can TP here if I think it's good.
Yeah.
I don't have to, but I can.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
more options.
That makes sense.
Now I cancel him, and now I have to try to run for my life.
Yeah. Okay,
And
I
now
got
you look,
yeah.
and you're like, oh shit, why the fuck did I
Yeah,
cancel him?
I literally, I'm pretty sure I thought that as well. I was like, no way, why
Yes.
did I do that? Okay.
And so
yeah.
just give yourself some more time to breathe and just realize
Yeah.
there's more options than to cancel him.
Yeah, I agree.
It's terrible TP by Yasuo.
Yeah. But then we just do the dance on midway for me. We just catch him anyway. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
GG. Yeah. But yeah. Overall,
yeah,
I think
mean-
I just need to stop tunnel visioning. I think that's the main issue. Like every single, I mean, not every single, most of the things you pointed out, just resolve.
I mean, you tunnel a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
But-
it's a lot of things,
Yeah.
and that's why I recorded it for you, and I'll
Yeah,
send it
that's
to you
good, perfect.
when it's up.
Yeah. Do you have any advice, like how to stop tunnel visioning? Is it literally just F keying? Is that it?
I mean,
Or-
just being more aware and having more plays in mind. If you looked at the tunneling on the top tier 2, right?
Yep.
You're not looking at the fight, you're not aware of the idea of, oh, drag this guy here and then TP to
Yeah.
bot the pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm doing
and
it
when
more
you
instinct.
when you chase the Zed on bot, right?
Yeah.
You didn't consider just walking with your wave and then
So, yeah,
using
just-
that as
it wa-
pressure.
It wasn't even like a thought in my mind. That's how crazy
Yes.
it is. And the fact that I see it now, it's so obvious when I rewatch it. But when I'm actually playing the game, it wasn't even a single thought in my mind. I just thought,
Yeah,
yo,
so
this
I
guy's
think
slow.
as you learn the game more, like
Yeah.
if you study your replays more, you learn about more concepts and strategies.
Yeah.
You're gonna tunnel less because you're always gonna have 2 or 3 plays in mind instead of 1,
Yeah. And
right?
yeah.
when
that
you
makes sense.
when you flashed for the Ornn dive, right, and you're not factoring bone plating,
Yeah.
if you tunnel less, maybe you'd be a bit
Then I wouldn't be
more
able to.
like open-minded and being like, oh well, I don't also have to dive, I can do more things, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's
But I would really recommend just spend like while you're in queue and stuff,
just looking through my
just
VOD, right?
rewatch the game you just played and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that makes sense. I got you.
just
I
like
got you.
speed review instead of watching every second of it. Just skip like back and forth and just watch like specific moments where maybe you could do more, or maybe there's a new play you could implement in your gameplay.
Yeah, 100%. And
So yeah,
one last question: what do you think is the limit of a Trundle OTP in Challenger or whatever? Because like in my eyes, and when I talk to a lot of other people, I just can't see a Trundle player being above like 1400 LP, 1500 LP. I can't see
but
it.
why is 1400 LP the limit? Why is it not 1600 LP? Like,
Because-
what does this even mean?
Because people.
Why isn't it 1200
Because my
LP?
champion is so like the matchups are so terrible and like
Yeah, but when you are a 1.2k LP player,
Yeah.
right? You're also gonna get matched with 2k LP or 800 LP, right?
yeah, okay,
Like
yeah,
the
makes sense.
matchmaking really varies, right?
Yeah,
So-
it does, yeah.
So why do you specifically Because League is not a game where, oh, now I'm 1.4k, now I'm against fucking Zeus. Like, you're not gonna be against Zeus,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you're right.
Like, yes, you have bad matchups, but you permaban Jax, right?
Yeah. All the time. Yeah.
And yes, and your champ has ways to cheat matchups.
Yeah.
Yes, like ulting them to push a wave, for example, right?
Yeah.
If you learn how to cheat matchups and make the games as stable as possible, you allow your team to also have a playable game where they can carry you in bad matchups too, right?
Yeah.
And you have to figure those things out and get the games to be more stable.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
the one tricks that don't succeed are the one tricks that, oh, I have bad matchup, I run it the fuck down. And make it unplayable for the 4 other people.
That's literally me right now, by the way. That's me right now.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you're able to figure out ways
Yep.
that you can build or itemize runes or play patterns that you can do to manage matchups.
Yeah.
If you look at Rumble players, when their matchups are hard, they sometimes go like tank Rumble, or they
Yeah,
go
I see
fucking
that.
ulting the waves and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Trundle with your W and Tiamat, surely there's ways to like cheat a wave and just base, or because basing is very forgiving on Trundle, right? With W and home guards, right?
Yeah.
Or pillaring wave to make it like safe for you, ulting them so you can push or win a trade so you can recall, proxying, these type of things, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for the
Like-
session, boss.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
I gotta watch the LR games
yeah,
now.
I'm gonna watch them too. But yeah,
Yeah.
much appreciated.
See you later.
Thank you so much. I will 100%
Bye-bye.
vouch for you, and I'll come back again. Yeah.
Yeah, best of luck, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it though. Thank you so much.
See ya.
Peace out.